All right, guys, welcome to the watch along. And today we have the man, the myth, the legend. We have Brian Daigle. How you doing, mate?
I am doing fantastic, mate. Like I said, it's great to be on the show with you. And I'm hoping to break your duck because you've lost with Bob Spur.
Oh, don't remind me.
You've lost with Josh. It's a third time worth the charm.
If we lose 3-0, though.
If we lose 3-0, I don't know what to say.
That's me lynched, isn't it?
Yep.
So we have got the pleasure of Brian Daigle in, flown in from Canada just for this.
Correct.
And we're jetting him back after. But can I quickly, before we go into the lineup, what was your first game? What was your first experience with Spurs?
So my first experience with Spurs was my uncle. Do you remember a restaurant that used to be outside the Paxton called the Chanticleer?
Whereabouts?
So it was right outside the Paxton. It was next to it. It was called the Chanticleer. Well, my uncle was the official photographer for them.
Yeah.
And could always get tickets.
I thought you said Pakistan.
No, the Chanticleer.
In Paxton,
on the Paxton Road, yes. And we were playing, I can't remember what it was called back then, the Simod Cup, the League Cup ages ago. And we were playing Tranmere away, and we were 2-0 down with 10 minutes to go. And my dad said, you know what, if we get a draw, I'll take you to the game. And then Steve Sedgley came up and scored an equaliser, and I can't remember who scored the first. So I went to White Hart Lane for the first time, and we beat Tranmere 4-0 in the replay, which was great. It was my first ever time seeing Gaza.
Oh, that was it, yeah.
That was
it that did it for me, really. Gaza and Lineker. Like, I was a huge Lineker fan. I always used to have number 10 on the back of my shirt. And I think those two kind of really cemented my Spurs career, if you want to call it that.
What two to do it?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I like I was saying to you earlier, the first thing anyone in my family, when you're born, the first thing that you wear as a baby is a Spurs baby grow. Like, literally.
And that's what he did to you.
So that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
That's what happened with my nephews, my niece. And literally, it was the first thing that happened. So I didn't have a choice. But I'm happy that my dad supported this team.
Yeah.
But not happy with
what's going on. Little did we know there'd be so much pain after these early moments. But no, good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Shall we? We don't have long. We can keep talking about this, by the way. During the watch, I'm going to ask you loads of this stuff. But let's go into the lineup, shall we? Should we just? I'll read it out. So Golini in goal, Davies left back, Romero and Sanchez at centre back pairing. We weren't quite sure which position they'd be in. I mean, I would have thought Sanchez right centre back, just because he's a bit more of a loose cannon than Romero.
Yeah, so I thought right centre back, because when we watched Spurs Chelsea, Romero, he was playing right centre back. Dyer was on the left, but I think Dyer's more suited, so that may have been the reason. Yeah. But yeah, I'm happy to see that too. I'm
happy to see that. Do you know, I'm actually, bar Davies, I'm actually quite happy to see this back line. So the right back is Tanganga. Then we've got Ndombele, Skip, Dele. And then we've got Hill, Kane, Lo Celso. So what are your thoughts on that?
There's two people in that team that need a big performance, and one is Dele, and one is obviously Harry. He's got to perform. It's not good.
So you want to see Dele with a really big performance today?
Not only do I want to, I think he has to.
He has to.
I think he has to.
Yeah. So we've got the game coming up now in a couple of minutes. Obviously, Ben and Sim are there. They've gone up there.
Yep.
So hopefully they can do us proud there. Quickly, should we do the Wolves line? Do you want to read that out?
Oh, God.
Ruddy,
quick. Mosquera, Bolly, Kilman, Hoover, Dendonka, Neves, 18-year-old Prudence, Silva, and Huang. See, you've got Bob to try and do the Crystal Palace. I haven't got my glasses on. And those names, God, they're good Scrabble scores on those ones.
Aren't they? They sound like kitchen appliances, don't they? What are you predicting today then?
Oh, Jesus. Do you know what? I've got a real bad feeling it's going to penalties.
That's what I think. I think it's going to be 1-1 in penalties.
The only good thing is it's penalties straight away, so it's not an extra half hour. It's penalties straight away.
My prediction was 1-1 in penalties.
So let's have a look. We've got Romero right.
Oh, it's the other way. Yeah. So
Ali's on the left, and we said right. Yeah. Gil's behind them.
Yeah. It's difficult to know.
I thought that was Gil for a moment. That's Fernando Silva.
Yeah. So they've got the centre-back pairing the other way round to how we have it. So it's actually Sanchez left-sided centre-back and Romero right-sided centre-back. Harry Kane to the haircut.
That's what we're noticing. But I tell you what, we would win many awards for hideous kits of the year this year.
Yeah. Oh, we're wearing the third kit here.
Yeah, this one is just. I'm hoping this is for Jimmy Greaves.
It should be.
It should.
Oh,
there you go.
It is.
The man. And I'm sure I think there'll be a bit of talking about him later on.
Yeah, we need to. So they're just doing the. They're doing a round of applause, and I think we should.
Yeah.
I think we should. Everyone, come on, Jimmy Greaves. If you're new to Spurs as a fan, Jimmy Greaves was an absolute icon.
He was
absolute legend. You know?
Do you know what I keep saying? Did you ever used to watch WWF back in the day?
Yeah, of course.
So Bret the Hitman Hart had a saying.
Yeah.
The best there is,
the best there was, the best there ever will be.
And that's him.
And I actually think he's the greatest England player of all time.
Without doubt. Without doubt. You look at, we were talking about that before.
Yeah.
You look at his goal score. All right, he didn't play in the. He didn't play in the World Cup final because of an injury.
Yeah.
But it was his.
That's
goal.
a shame as well. It's a shame that he didn't mark his legacy with the recognition of the World Cup win as well.
Well, the great thing is I was watching a load of things. There's so many things on him. Obviously with his passing, and they made sure that he got a World Cup winners medal because when
of course, yeah.
But that's the thing. When you were back in the day, then
you
only got a medal if you
on
played.
The pitch. Oh, right.
Not even if you're in the squad. So I think it was only recently, like in the last 10 years or so.
Did he?
They actually got him one. So at least he had that, and for his family to have.
Long time coming. Anyway, we're about to kick off here, guys. Make sure you get your comments in. Please like the stream, support us, and we will do our best to fill in the shoes of Ben and Sim.
Nuno just looks so strained, doesn't he? He looks he just looks so knackered, basically.
Drained.
That's the word. That's why I said strained.
Life energy drained.
Jesus Christ.
So we're playing in our third purple kit here. Is it the third kit? It is the third kit.
It is the third kit, yeah. The boots that people wear nowadays, it's just crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Is there anyone that wears like the black boots anymore?
It's
Probably
crazy.
Not.
I don't think there's one player on the pitch.
No, not one. Only Scott Parker who used to.
Mate. And with his shirt tucked in.
Do you know what we could do with Scott Parker in this team?
Big time.
I think that would be a good addition. Anyway, here we go. Kickoff's underway. Spurs building up possession from the back. A little dinked ball forward, looking for Harry Kane, and it's actually going to make it bounce. It's made its way to Harry Kane in the Wolves penalty area, but I think it's given offside. Is it?
Yeah, but I think it would have gone off for a goal kick anyway.
Anyway, that's an encouraging start. Kane puts his hand up to as gratitude for the ball. I
didn't even see it. Adama's not in there starting out. I don't think so.
No,
I didn't say it.
No, I don't think.
Let's hope he's not on the bench.
Do you still want him to see? Do you still want to see him?
In a Spurs shirt? Or no, I never.
You don't want to see him? Oh, okay.
Oh, do you know what? If you look at it now, I say that I didn't want him when there was better players about. But if you said it's him or nothing,
then obviously, you take it.
Then I would take it. Wolves have got a youngster that I love as well. He's got a double-barreled name. I can't remember, something Gibbs or something, but he's brilliant. We're back.
We're back. Anyway, we are on the left-hand side of the Wolves half at the moment. Our picture's glitching, so we're going to sort of fill in the gaps a little bit here.
We're paused.
Oh no, it's like it's pausing every couple of seconds. Anyway, Kane, and it's gone through to Hill. Can Hill keep it on?
It's offside again. Start.
Offside again. Positive start, hey.
Howard Wolowitz doing well there.
It was difficult to see what was going on there because it kept pausing every 2 seconds.
That was lovely, a bit of interchange though, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little toe-poked ball by Dele Alli looking for Hill. It was actually a really nice pass, that.
It was. Credit to Dele for that, I must admit.
There you go, he's all right now.
Well, no, he's far from all right, mate. He's far from all right. I've always said that if you can give the credit, you've got to be able to take the punishment as well. So I will give credit where it's due. But let's just see what goes on.
So Wolves building up from the back, driving forwards.
He's just storming through.
Skip trying to close him out. Oh, they get the ball in the box. Oh, and it's Sanchez has got a glancing header away. It's going to find its way out to the wing. Davies is trying to shuttle his man inside. Back in numbers now. Oh, through ball. Galini's there.
Do you know what? I never thought I'd say this, and I am a fan of his, but I'm so happy to see Davinson Sanchez back.
Yeah, I know, and Dyer at the they have been the surprise packages this season.
Without doubt. I think, like I said, I know it's early doors, but I said it, I think it was when I was on with you, and I said that in the first 3 games of the season, and only the first 3 games of the season, I think Davinson Sanchez was the best centre-back in the league. That's how...
he's got the potential, isn't he? That's the thing. It's just he's too much of a loose cannon. Anyway, forward pass looking for Hill. Hill tries to get on the end of it, can't quite make it.
Off for a throw.
I need some of these Wolves players on my phone.
Yeah, especially that one. That's the one I really. When you said read
12
the name,
points in Scrabble.
Yeah, when you said read them, I just saw that name. I was like, oh, here we go.
Let me get it up on my phone. Davies is going to take this throw.
And it froze.
Yeah.
We don't know if that was actually the internet or Davies.
Difficult to tell. Ndombele.
He's getting 3 games in a week.
Nearly gives it away. He's giving it away in a dangerous area.
That was bad by Romero. Very casual by Romero.
And Sanchez, I think that's going to be a foul. Yeah, Sanchez has given a foul away on the right-hand side here.
That was Romero putting him into trouble.
Yeah, that was a little bit careless, wasn't it?
Very sloppy.
A bit of a careless pass there.
I don't know if that's a definite foul. It's definitely a collision. Let's see what they can do at set pieces. They've got a lot of big players.
So, oh dear.
Does that not look like Brian Hill's brother?
Yeah.
Fabio Silva.
So, free kick to Wolves on the right-hand side. Oh, and it's gone back. Neves swings it in and cleared. A volley from the edge of the area, cleared as well.
And
they're having to go back to the halfway line.
I'd take Neves all day long. Neves would have been the one from Wolves.
So Wolves on the right-hand side.
Go on, Tanguy.
Oh dear. Skin Tang Ndombele there. Gets it in, but skips there.
Skipped.
But a shot comes in and headed out. And Davies heads it as well.
They're starting to take it.
And that's gone to Harry Kane with a lovely
touch
to Lo Celso. Lo Celso tries to find the 1-2 and it's gone out of play for a Wolves throw.
This is better from Harry.
Lovely little back heel kind of flick by Harry
I
there.
have to say, Harry's done more in the first 4 minutes than he did against Chelsea.
I actually thought his first half was alright actually against Chelsea.
Well, what's Skip doing there with that? You see Romero with his hands behind his back?
That's what Davies, take note.
Exactly.
It's a good name, that Dendonka, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite a good name.
Wolves player down injured. Don't know where from.
So, who's that down at the moment, getting treatment?
One of the Wolves players whose name's that I royally butchered.
Yeah.
I can't tell which one because he's lying down on his back.
Right, whilst he's down getting treatment, let's talk about your dad taking you to the restaurant. Did he say take you to a restaurant?
No, sir. No, but where am I? So my dad, like I said, my uncle was the manager of the official photographer for the Chanticleer.
Yeah.
And a great story with that. When Spurs won the FA Cup in '91, they held a massive banqueting party for this club and like VIPs. And I got to go with my mum, my dad, and my sister, and I got to actually hold the FA Cup.
Did you?
Yeah, I've got pictures of it at home, which is always a wonderful thing. But those were the times when obviously, how old was I? 91, 12 years old.
Yeah, we know we're half about 30 years here, but there's something special about pulling out a goal like that in a game that was that tight, against the team that was,
that season we got in with Gaz as well. He got us there. He literally he set up the goal for Paul Stewart against Blackpool. He
scored in every round.
He set up for Blackpool. He didn't, and then set up 2 and scored 2 against Oxford. And Paul Gascoigne was in my synagogue that morning because his agent's son was getting bar mitzvahed, so he came to my synagogue. Then he went off and just battered Oxford. 2 against Portsmouth. Then he scored the winner against Notts County. Then he had a stomach injury, and we didn't even know Gaz was going to play. And then you see him come out.
I know. We rolled him out that season. He had a lot of niggling injuries, and we were kind of like using him, like deploying him like Leslie King. Yeah, the Wolves plays on the little orange. What do you call that?
I'd call that a modern stretcher, but it
looks like he's in a coffin.
It does, but
he's being taken off here. This is sad to see. Actually, looks like a really bad injury.
Do you know what? I can't even see where this happened. It must have been one of those that naturally.
I didn't see where that happened.
Like maybe he landed badly or something, because I did not see.
We've got a lot of. Vinny, we've got a lot of lag on. I mean, is there anything we can? No.
So yeah, but with Gaz, you got to remember with that. That was the first ever FA Cup semi-final at Wembley because they had to do it because obviously it was Spurs Arsenal. And then obviously when he took that free kick, like you see Roberto Carlos and all that, and all these people now, Ronaldo, no one would ever dare take a free kick from that range, and most importantly, not against David.
But
Stevens
also like off the laces, but also like curled in outside to in with your right foot is like quite unusual, I think.
Only he could do that. But apparently, from what I've seen on documentaries, Lineker, when he ran up to him and then ran back in, he actually said to Gaza, "Shoot."
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. If you watch the replay again of before the free kick, Lineker just walks up, says something to Gaza and runs off and he goes, "Just shoot."
Is that right? Lineker and Howes to the left, isn't it? That's the
Is
commentary.
Gasper going to have a crack?
Yeah. What a moment.
Oh,
anyway, we're back underway now. Harry Kane, playing very deep in the way. Ndombele, Skip. Davies looks for the overlap of Hill. Is he going to get there? No, out for a goal kick. Overhit.
The good thing is that the players are really trying to get Hill involved.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, you're the youngster, we're going to try. They literally are trying to get him on the ball as soon as possible.
Yeah. And so they should. He's like, he's a little live wire, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I think he's got so much potential, but I think we've got to be careful in how we use him. And not all of a sudden go, right, you're the star. You got to start playing. We've got to ease him in. Games like this are the perfect time to bring him in.
But I mean, you could say the same about Dele Alli when we first played him. He made his way all the way in, and he never came out of the team, did he?
Yeah, the one thing with Dele, though, at least he was born and bred here and he'd been in England. So it's a lot for Hill to come...
Culturally.
Yeah,
exactly. But I think on the pitch it's different, isn't it?
No,
Football's universal.
That you got a point.
Anyway, Skip. Romero. He's got different boots on today, Romero. Romero to Skip. I noticed these little things. Skips in between the Wolves players there to Tanganga.
Skips through, yeah? Look at that.
There's going to be a lot of poor puns today, Brian.
Let's see who can get the most puns in, shall we?
Yeah. Ndombele on the left-hand side. Toe pokes it forward.
I've come to the conclusion
Hill.
that I think we need to keep Tanguy's hair blonde because he seems.
Yeah, you like that. He seems to play well.
Yeah.
Scooped ball forwards, looking for Kane, but Hill's on the end of that. And Dele, little sideways pass to Ndombele. What can he do? A little shimmy. Finds Lo Celso. Lo Celso, a nice little toe poke back to Ndombele. Oh, a lovely touch by Ndombele. How did he find an angle for himself there? And has he won a free kick? No, but that was world class there. Even just that one little touch.
The things he can
do.
And
Wolves can break.
You don't even think about it and he does it.
Class by Ndombele there. Just that one little touch that no one else would have thought about just to get himself out of a little bit of trouble.
It's incredible. We've got to try and get his fitness up. I think he should be in a free role.
Ndombele?
Yeah.
Yeah. In many ways, Ginola almost, for me, played a free role.
John, do you know what? You know when you said you and me are...
Yeah.
We are literally, because I've been saying recently on streams, if you look at Rafa van der Vaart and Ginola, we both knew they were going to defend.
Yeah.
Just get back into shape, but it's not like go back in.
And just play with your instinct.
And when you get when we get the ball, just make yourself come alive because we need you.
I agree with that, yeah. Dele tries to get the cross in, it's a deep one, and it's out of play. Yeah, not good delivery.
It's good.
Yeah. That's Wayne's World, isn't it?
I think, mate, this is what that's American football when they get it from the.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's literally when they. This is what I get annoyed with Dele.
I know. Yeah, I guess so. Let's just go to the comments quickly. So, guys, please keep the comments coming in. Obviously, we've got 1,368 people watching now, which is brilliant. Only 180 likes, though. It would really help us out if you could click that little thumbs up button. It really helps us out, guys. Helps us with the algorithms. So you can take a shot now. Every time I say that. Yes, thank you. I can see those likes are going up now. And yeah, get your comments in. If we get a chance to, in the little moments where the game's going dead, I can read some of them out. Paul G here says Dele has no long-range passing skill this season.
Correct. I don't think he had any.
Ndombele's through.
God.
Ndombele scores! Out of nowhere. Ndombele out of nowhere.
Supercalifragilistic Tanguy Ndombele.
Ndombele, a goal created by himself there.
Shocking.
Yeah.
We can't create anything, so he'll create for himself. Told you the blonde hair.
That's fantastic by Ndombele there. They're going to show the replay of that, but a lovely little shimmy and a little jink to one side, gets it onto his right foot and slides it past the Wolves goalie there. Skip wins the ball back.
Bad touch there.
And Ndombele drives through the Wolves defence, held off Bolly, and then gets onto his right foot and slides it past the goalkeeper there.
You know what? First of all, it's not easy to hold off Bolly, but to get that far wide.
Perfect.
And
beautiful
then to check
start.
back in.
Yeah.
He did this last time at Wolves. You remember he scored in the first minute last season?
Yeah.
He's phenomenal.
You'd have to say it was soft from Wolves though as well, wouldn't you? He just went through them like a knife through butter.
Yeah, I mean...
It happened so quickly, I didn't almost notice it. Anyway, so Spurs 1-0 up, 14th minute. Ndombele, the man of the moment, has broken the deadlock.
Well, now you've got to start thinking, how long does he play today? Because we need him against
Bring him
Arsenal.
off.
You've done your job.
Yeah. You'd have to say positive start from Spurs.
Yep.
We're looking bright. We're aggressive, aren't we? We're pressing nicely.
Again, we did this against Chelsea in the first.
And Kane on the left-hand side suddenly nicked the ball there. He's got onto his right foot, a little shimmy, jinks, chips it in, digs it. Oh, no one's on the end of that, and Wolves are going to clear.
I think he may have taken one,
God,
too many
we're
touches
really
there.
smothering them at the moment, but Wolves can break on the left-hand side. Skips there. And then Romero comes flying in. And then Tanganga comes flying in, and he's gone down holding his ankle.
That was a bad tackle.
Right, I've got to be careful not to look at the comments here because I'm going to miss a goal now, aren't I?
Well, maybe that's what you need to do all the time.
Yeah, maybe it's like being at the bus stop when the bus doesn't turn up, you have a cigarette, and then the bus turns up.
One cherry's broken.
What?
You've seen a goal.
Yes.
Watch along
Yeah.
with someone else. So one curse is broken.
Yeah.
Let's hope this can continue.
Oh, that really hurt.
It's worth the pain for Tottenham, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fabio Silva gets a yellow card. Let's have a look at it again. Oh,
he looked like he stamped on his ankle there a little bit.
Really did.
It's Hill's twin brother,
It really is.
Fabio Silva. He got a yellow card.
It really
He's
is.
been booked.
I need to see them two next to each other at full time shaking hands.
Yeah, do you ever see them in the same room together?
There you go. Do.
So Romero's going to take this free kick, 15 yards from the halfway line. He's going to look for make up your mind, Romero, and he's pinged it across the field. And Hill on the left-hand side, looking to make something happen. He gets the cross in, and Dele's there with a header, but it's just flicked off the top of his head.
Cross.
And it's gone for a goal kick. It was a good corner, wasn't it?
It was. He's putting. I tell you what, Dele's putting more and more colour in his hair.
Yeah.
I think he's slyly doing it to see how many colours he can get in. But it's a great cross.
Great cross. And it sort of skims off the top of Dele Alli's head for a goal kick there. But very bright start from Spurs here. We're being very aggressive. Oh, and a mistimed sliding tackle there by Sanchez, but Skip is there to pick up the pieces, and Romero now. Romero looks a little dinked forward pass there.
Like distributing, don't he?
He likes those little dinked kind of balls, doesn't he? Ndombele's going to win it. Oh, superb by Ndombele on the left-hand side. Everything he touches turns to gold at the moment. To Hill. Ndombele. A little ball roll. Lamella-esque ball roll to Skip. Skip is going to lose the ball, though. Skip gives away the ball. Wolves are going to break here. He's got options to his left, and
great tackle.
Tanganga's there with a sliding tackle, and Dele's there. Looks for the quick pass, and it's
Tanganga's
cut out
back
of
for
play.
Arsenal now, isn't he? Because it was 2 yellows. So
Tanganga's had the red card, didn't he?
Yeah, but he was out for Chelsea.
Yeah.
So he's back for Arsenal, isn't he? Well,
no, it's 2 games, isn't it? Or it's 2 yellows.
It was 2 yellows, so I think it's only one game, isn't it?
I thought it was 2. Can someone in the comments
there we go. Yeah,
let us know. Ndombele to Skip. Patient build-up by Spurs at the moment.
He didn't.
Romero to Skip. Just trying to work our way out of our own half at the moment. Wolves have sat back and trying to find Kane, but get the ball away.
I don't know if he's trying to do a touch off there or it's just a bad first touch. He's definitely had a haircut, like you said.
He's definitely had a haircut, everyone. No debate on that one.
I think Harris,
no debate on that one.
I think David Harris used to say once Harry Kane's had a haircut, it means he's in for a good game. So we'll soon see.
Fabio Silva cut out by Ndombele. Ndombele wins the ball back. And out to Hill on the left-hand side now. Ndombele's been absolutely mercurial this half so far. Hill inside to Kane. Kane finds Ndombele. Ndombele faces the brick wall but managed to go through it. Davies out to Hill. Just give the ball to Tanguy, please.
Tanguy or Hill.
Hill beats his man, gets the cross in, but it's cut out and cleared for a throw-in.
They really are trying to get Hill, like I said, on the ball as often as possible.
I think give the ball to Tanguy and find Hill. Yeah. I think that's
the new formula.
Yep.
It's the new Kane and Son.
So here is Hill. Hill back to Kane. Kane to Ndombele. I like the way when Hill does play a pass, he's immediately sprinting off the ball. You know, I like that. I think that's
And you know what I like about Hill as well? He stayed. Look at him. He's really hugging the touchline. He isn't one of these wingers that want to come in.
Yeah.
He wants to get to the byline.
Yeah. When I coach juniors football, you always tell them when you play a pass, move as well.
Yep.
Practice moving as soon as you give the ball. And Hill is a perfect example of that, you know.
Well, I hate to use this example. I really do hate to use it. You look at the Invincible team.
Yeah.
You can't, whether you love them or hate them, and obviously we all hate them. When they got going, their movement was just, that's what got it. You just can't stop them. But Hill is just like you said. He's always on the run, ready to get. Look at him go now. He's just
he's the one that's like looking for the ball in the pockets, and there he is. He finds the ball in the pockets and plays it to Ndombele, who just rolls off his man there like he wasn't there. It's just, you could just put him in front of 10 players and he'd find a way out, wouldn't he?
He honestly, he is a Rolls Royce.
He's like Houdini. He's literally Houdini, isn't he?
Exactly. But you know what I said? I don't think it's his fitness anymore. I think there's something mentally that we need to break.
Yeah.
And I think if we could just unlock that issue there, then that's it. He will be the. He'll be.
You could put him in a straitjacket, couldn't you? Put him in a coffin, lock him up, and he'd still find a way out, wouldn't he?
He'll get out before you get out of the room. He'll just be like, "What are you doing?"
He goes, "Give me something hard."
Exactly.
Hi to Paul, also an Enfield boy. How you doing, mate? Nice to know what school you went to. If you were born in Enfield.
If anyone from Southgate School.
Oh, you're at Southgate?
I was a Southgate boy.
Are you a Southgate boy? Yeah.
My house is around the corner from Southgate School. Oh, let me just give my address out.
Yeah, just like... Anyway, before you do that, Ndombele's going to take a free kick. Hold that thought. Ndombele, it's going to be an in-swinging free kick. It looks like he's going for goal here. No, he's just going to dink it in, but it's gone quite long. It's going to go out for a goal kick.
Yeah, that was quite a shame.
Yeah,
a bit of an anticlimax.
I think he should have put a bit more pace on that and whipped it in a bit more.
He's trying to be Gazareski. Yeah, that's talking about Gaza.
Do you remember Gaza's free kick for England in the Belgium game?
For David Platt?
Yeah. It was just like, who would have thought of doing that, you know?
Mate, the thought that David Platt even connected with it as well, that was just like poetry in motion. Yeah. That was the first World Cup I remember actually living through. That
for me had magic to it, that World Cup.
Oh.
Maybe it's just my childhood, but that's how I feel about it. Ndombele. What? How the hell did he do that? He did a ball roll as he was sprinting. It was just, I've never seen it.
You know, he's all over the pitch.
He's actually everywhere, yeah. It helps that they're not being too aggressive pressing us at the moment, which is giving us a lot of time on the ball, isn't it? And giving the likes of Ndombele to do what he does best. And here he is, Ndombele. Spurs dominating proceedings here.
We really are. I mean, have they actually had a shot? I don't think they have.
No,
I mean, had a couple of corners.
We are all over. You'd have to say we're all over them. There are question marks over when they break, but I think we're handling that okay at the moment as well. So, Ndombele dropping deep to make things happen. And he's found Dele Alli. He's given it away straight away. There's the difference in quality between the two men, isn't there?
Without a doubt. I mean, that pass from Ndombele was superb. Like, and literally on the run, forward, first time touch.
And what you said was right. It's just almost like a free roll for Ndombele here. He's going where his instinct's taking him. He has given it away there though, but Skip picks up the pieces. And Dele Alli plays a beautiful dribble to Harry Kane. He's 1-on-1. Harry Kane, straight in the net, bottom left-hand corner, 2-0. Beautiful finish, beautiful goal. Assist by Dele Alli, and Kane's back.
Let's begin. But this is the thing. If you just play the players in their best position, he's been there. Yeah. He's looked more like himself.
Yeah,
that is a
great ball by Dele Alli. Yeah, and Dele Alli's back, and that's bread and butter for Harry Kane. Yeah, they're all back, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful pass by Dele Alli.
First, look how wide that goalkeeper leaves him.
Smashes it into the bottom left-hand corner of the net.
From Harry.
And slice them open again. And we've only played, how long have we played? We've played 24 minutes. Yep. And it's 2-0 already. There's the predictions. Well, my prediction is out anyway.
Well, mate, what a great debut for me to have here so far.
Anyway, this has made up the goal difference for my other watch-alongs, so thank you.
We just need another 4.
You're a keeper.
That was a great play, Bas, it has to be said. But again, it's because we're utilising Tanguy as a free man.
And also, you'd have to say that's where Dele Alli should be deployed. That's where he's at his best as well.
Exactly what Boswell was saying. If you have a prime Dele Alli back, because you got to remember, he made his because Ericsson would find him and Kane would make space.
Yeah.
Then he was sensational. If we could get that Dele back now, oh my God.
How strong is this Wolves team, though? If we're being, it's probably not that strong, is it? It's probably a bit of a makeshift team.
I think it is.
But let's not take anything away from Spurs at the moment. We are looking very dominant, and it's actually really nice on the eye, isn't it?
Do you know what? The first half against Chelsea was great to see, but there's actually some creativity in this game, and it really has been a good 24-minute watch.
Lovely to watch. And Ndombele, I mean, it's just some of the things he's done even in this game. It's almost like I've never seen it before.
Yeah,
you know?
he can do things with the football that me and Bob have said is just incredible.
He did one thing earlier where he trapped the ball as he was running, and the ball was sliding under his foot as he had the ball trapped. I've never seen that before. It's incredible.
It's still like with the Bergwijn showboat in it. I still don't know how they thought about it.
A quick throw to Harry Kane on the left-hand side, who's also looked bright this half so far.
I don't know how Tanguy how his brain thinks that quick. Like some of the things he does.
Look at him here. He's surrounded by players, but something's probably going to happen, and he almost makes it all the way through.
Took on 3.
Trying to weave his way through. And Wolves are going to come forward with the ball now.
They just don't know where to go.
We sort of pinned them back a little bit here, and they're finding it hard to find an
out
ball. Do you want to start calling out some of the Wolves' names, Brian?
I'd rather not. You've got it in front of you.
Yeah.
I think they've taken off.
By the time I can see the number.
Yeah, exactly. But, mate, I haven't got my glasses on.
Ndombele's there with a header, glancing header. Oh, and it's found its way to Kane. Kane's going to play it through to Hill, but it doesn't quite find it. But Lo Celso's there.
That was a great touch to get this started.
Lo Celso to Hill. Hill turns in the penalty area. Can he get a shot off? It's through to Dele Alli. Dele Alli! Oh, and Dele Alli nearly managed to shimmy his way through to a goal-scoring opportunity there. I actually think Dele Alli did okay there, you know.
I think
in a very tight area. Just watch this replay here.
Brian Hill's flick.
No, watch this. He gets past, then... Well,
that pause that you just did there. But he kind of... yeah, all right.
I need to see another angle.
It was Bambi on ice.
I think Dele's been all right so far.
No, don't get me wrong. He has played better this game. But that was... that was Bambi on ice.
He fell over.
But Brian Hill's little back heel that started that move was incredible.
Yeah, it was lovely, wasn't it? Wolves on the attack here on the left-hand side, bit of space. Romero comes soaring in, and it's a corner. Quick super chat hit. Nuno should be prepped to Chang Davis when Adam comes. Nuno should be prepped to change Davis when Adama comes. I don't know. Maybe that's what you mean. Difficult to work. Can you please not make this cryptic for us, guys?
Yeah, you see what we're like with names.
Yeah. It's not the Krypton factor here.
Oh, mate, that show. Do you remember that show?
Yeah, it's showing our age, isn't it?
With the aeroplane test.
Yeah, pilot test. Corner comes in, header, and Galini's there.
I think that's the first thing he's done.
Pretty much, yeah. And here he comes. Oh, great delivery. What a delivery to Hill. On the left-hand side, he finds Lo Celso soaring into the box now. And he turns onto his right foot. Can he get a shot from a very tight angle? And he falls over like Dele Alli.
Exactly the same spot as well.
But you know what? That was a lovely move as well, wasn't it?
Distribution by Galini.
Beautiful distribution by Galini. And you don't really see that, do you?
No, not when you got Hugo Lloris.
Yeah, I know, yeah. That was like a really lovely, low-driven
that was incredible.
punt out. Kind of Neuer-esque, wasn't it?
It was that. I mean, you look at Pickford, he's got great distribution. The distribution that I loved, and he's still my favourite Spurs goalkeeper of all time, is Paul Robinson. Boy, that boy could distribute a ball.
Do you know what? Ian Walker had good distribute. He had good. He had a good kick on him. He was just a crap goalie.
Have you heard what I used to do with
Please don't get me started on Ian Walker, because I used to tear my hair out about him.
Well, we used to have a bet on how many times he'd do this in a game. That's what the football was so bad. So about 10 of us used to put a $5 in each every home game and count how many times Ian Walker would do that.
He kind of revolutionised that kind of slick back hair.
The curtain, the undercut.
He took the transition from curtain haircuts to all the way slick back hair, I think. Anyway, free kick to Wolves here. About 40 yards from goal on the left-hand side. What are predictions, guys, in the comments section? What do you think the score is going to be now?
Well, how many more people are going to fall over on the break?
Yeah, yeah. Prediction: how many more people are going to slip over in the box?
I think there'll be quite a bit of injury time as well because of that stretch.
Yeah, it's 3 or 4 minutes. Ball comes in. It's a poor one. Oh, but it's managed to find its way all the way through. But I think that's gone out for.
He's kept it in.
And it comes in again, a deep one, and Tanganga's there, and Ndombele's there to clear it, and Kane's got onto that as well.
Go on, release.
And he picks up the pieces, and now it's out to
Hill's on the right.
To Hill. Hill to Kane. Kane holds the ball up well, and back to Ndombele. And it's been kicked out of play. Someone must be injured here. Now, this is the example about, I said this at the weekend, you need to have men on the edge of the area, because that happens.
Yep.
If you notice, we staggered men. So we had men in the area for that first ball, but then we also had men on the edge of the area. Immediately when it was headed out, Kane was there. And then he spread it to Hill. And immediately we correct. Look, watch this. Look how many men we've got committed forwards here. You see that?
Yep.
And then once that header there comes from Ndombele, there's a man onto it. Now, against Chelsea, all 11 men in the penalty area.
Yep. This is
schoolboy error. Schoolboy error.
It is, but we are so Jekyll and Hyde at the moment. But this team, I honestly reckon if we played this exact team for Chelsea, we probably would have done a lot better. Because this team has started off exceptionally
well. What do you like about this team?
I just like the way that, I mean, Tanguy's obviously been given a lot more freedom. You can clearly see it.
Yeah.
Lo Celso has had much more of an impact.
Yeah.
Kane has had much more. Like, literally, you look at those attacking players, and they've all.
But I think we were good in the first half against Chelsea.
Yeah, but I still think this impact. All right, we're talking about
it's a watered down Wolves side though.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Wait to rain on my parade.
Sorry, mate. I don't want to.
No, you're right.
Pee on your.
You're right. But no, it's just. This half for me has been.
It looks great though, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks
really
great. It really does. Yeah,
especially going into the filth game.
Yeah. Do you know what? Historically, I've always noticed this as a weird thing. We always seem to do well the game before the North London derby. I know, and that's the kiss of death. But we always seem to have good form just going into it.
Who are you doing the watch along with?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
game?
Sai.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Sai, if you're watching. Dele Alli on the right hand side here. To Tanganga. Bursting past his man there. To the edge here, tries to flick it with the outside of his foot. But it's made its way to Dele Alli. Dele Alli tries to scoop it in there as well. And Hill, is he going to keep it on? No.
That's actually a great idea by Dele.
Do you know what? We're playing with a lot of mojo, swagger. Yeah. There's a lot of swagger to us, isn't there, at the moment?
It does look like they've just said, look, go out and play.
Yeah.
Not just defend. They've said, go out and express yourself.
And that's important, isn't it?
For when you got when your stars are those players that are the ones that can express. Look at it, the Celso with that back heel. It just looks like a different team. It really does.
Yeah. I do believe that it's very important for players to play with expression and play, like literally play. You know, you shouldn't be working on the pitch. You should be playing.
Exactly.
Especially for the creative players. You know, really be the artist, but express yourself.
That's what we do. You got to remember, we're infamous with that. We're literally.
That's what I fell in love with the Spurs. We're the ultimate artistry team. We're the starving artists, I call us.
Do you know what?
That's the perfect analogy for Spurs.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Like literally bang
starving
on the money.
Artists.
You need to trademark that quickly.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Like it's like the Van Goghs that, genius, but cut our own ear off. Anyway, Harry Kane on the right hand side holds the ball up. He's had a good half so far. Harry Kane. Dele Alli, a little flick to Harry Kane. Harry Kane back to Tanganga, and we're going to have a bit of patient build up from the back again.
I do love Ollie Skip.
And Brad Matthews, evening lads,
What's
great
up,
start, and I can't watch it. Arr, he says.
That was a very good. That was a very good noise.
Oh, Skip is skipping through, all the way through from Skip, and a forward pass to nearly found Hill there. And you like to see that from Skip, don't you?
Yeah, mate. Skip, he is such a talent. He really is. I mean, for Mourinho to come out and say he's going to be a future Spurs captain.
That's why I prefer him to Winks, because Winks would never have gone through. He'd never have driven forward with the ball there, would he?
No, I told you, I called
and a lovely drop of the shoulder there. And he's bursting forward again, Skip, to Dele Alli and Ndombele. Some nice. Oh, and he's giving it away, though. There's a bit of miscommunication, I think, there.
I call Winks sat-nav, because literally he goes forward 10 yards and he reaches his destination.
Then he parks up.
Yeah, then he parks up, passes the ball sideways.
Opens the door sideways. Oh, dear.
A good 85-year-old Ollie Skip there.
What he's like Skip. Skip has a baby face and he looks 80 at the same time.
He's Benjamin Button. That's what I call him.
Anyway, Wolves on the attack here. Shoved out to the right hand side. Bit of space here for Podence. Cut out. And Hill's there. And Kane is there, holding the ball up in a very deep area.
He really has, honestly.
I do like Kane when he drops back and plays that role, because I think he's strong at holding the ball up.
as I said, I was very, very, very critical of Kane on Sunday, and I thoroughly thought he deserved it. But today,
but
I want to say he has been.
But this was actually like his first half display against Chelsea, I thought.
I just literally, maybe it's the haircut. Maybe that's
it's the hair.
The extra
it's the
pounds
hair.
that he's lost through the hair. But he has looked.
Maybe it's the kit. Maybe it's the new kit.
We just need to play in the purple kit all season. But it's his body language as well off the ball. That's what was getting me at the game on Sunday.
Yeah.
Great tackle, Romero.
Harry Kane, and he's used his body well to hold him off there. And Ndombele driving forwards. He's going to shuttle it out wide. And Lo Celso back to Ndombele. Some nice little quick passing in the centre of the pitch here. Skip, who's also had a good half, to Romero.
Honestly, now Tanguy's in the right back role. He's everywhere.
I think he just has to play a free role. He's that good. He just has to use his instinct.
Look what he's doing now. He's literally playing right back.
Do you know what? I saw a lot of that on the weekend as well. Oh, here's Hill, bit of space. Little flick back to Lo Celso. Lo Celso outside of the foot to Dele. Lo Celso again. Scoops it out wide.
Mate, we are playing some great
to Davy. Is that Davies? Davies back to Hill. One touch back to Davies. Davies whips it in first time. Headed out.
Do you know what? It's just a shame that this game isn't being.
Oh, is that handball? No, but we still win the ball back. And Lo Celso, little first touch. Oh, do you know what? It's looking. Honestly, it's looking incredible. I
was just about to say it's a shame it's not on Sky or BT, because this has been an absolute joy to watch.
Can someone in the comments just tell me how weak this Wolves team is? If they know their football, know their Wolves players, how many men are out? Because it looks absolutely brilliant at the moment.
Honestly, it looks outstanding.
Fantastic. Because let's be honest, Wolves gave us a lot more problems a couple of weeks ago, didn't they?
For sure.
We were sat back for most of that game. 9 changes for Wolves.
There you go.
So you've got to probably be philosophical about this, but even so, it's still good to watch, and it's as well.
Tanganga being back just has more balance on that right side as well. I'm not saying that Emerson's been better, but he's come in and he started the season so well. He hasn't put a foot wrong.
Who's that?
Tanganga.
Well, he did put a foot wrong against Palace.
No, I mean in this game.
Oh, of course, yeah. Ndombele wins the ball back. Yeah, I thought you said this season.
No,
I thought I heard you say this season. Kane's there on the right hand side. That's nice, Harry Kane. He wins the free kick, does he? No. But that's positive by Harry Kane. I like that. Good. Like to see that. Yeah, someone says Wolves at about 80%. He says.
Okay.
So that's not too bad.
The football, though. I mean, what are the people in the comments saying about how good we've been? Yeah.
What do you reckon of the performance so far, guys? Are you happy with it? But I don't want to give it the kiss of death. Wolves coming it on the left hand side, and Romero's there to cut it out for a corner. Who's been my player of the half? I'd still have to say Ndombele.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I'd still have to say Ndombele.
And second, I think I'd have to give it to Hill.
Yeah, and then maybe Skip.
Let's just do all 10.
Yeah, and then maybe.
But let's just see. We've got 6 minutes plus stoppage time. 8 minutes plus stoppage time.
So the corner's going to come in. It's going to be an outswinging corner. Here it comes. Oh, it's in! My God.
Why did we talk?
Why did you say that, Brian? Out of nothing. That is just sucker punch, because they just didn't deserve that goal one bit. Didn't deserve that goal. This is shades of the Chelsea game. It's the same thing. Outswinging corner, header, isn't it? It's almost exactly like the Chelsea goal.
Who's Marcos in Dembele?
It's just like a carbon copy of the Chelsea bloody game.
We just said player of the half.
Oh, no. And it's exactly the same with the lack of jumping as well.
He's trying to do a little flick.
Oh my goodness! They're not going to throw this away, are they?
Oh, there's
Wolves
your name.
Are back in
there's
the game
your name
now.
you like.
I didn't even. Who was the goal scorer there? Dendoncker. Unbelievable. Now the Wolves crowd are getting rowdy. 2-1 though.
That's the good thing. It's like a cup. Headphones.
I was going to say. Do you know what? I nearly said that. It's like a cup game. But it's played in like a cup game spirit, isn't it? A proper cup game spirit. Yeah. Oh, Wolves are on the ball back in a dangerous area. What is going on here? And Dele's there to get a little toe poke in. Please hold out for half time. Cross comes in. Header
Oh,
and it's found its way through again.
No,
and it could be a goal.
Oh my god.
And he slipped.
Oh my good god.
And he slipped
What is
6
going on?
yards from goal.
Jesus.
Only as far as Neves. Neves chips it out wide. Hoover, is that? Fabio Silva, cut out by Ndombele. A lot of pressure by Wolves now, on the edge of the area. Spurs working hard just to get a foot in at the moment.
Okay,
Switched it to the left-hand side, but it's gone out for a throw-in, thank goodness.
What has gone on in the last 5 minutes?
Oh.
That was ridiculous.
They had a big chance there, 6 yard out, and he slips, and he could have made... I think it was almost like an open goal here. Look, it comes in, ball gets whipped in, and he just couldn't get a touch on that. God, dear. We gave that the kiss of death, didn't we?
We really did. Really did. But hopefully now that...
God, hopefully that's just taken the sting out of it a little bit. Harry Kane gets it caught in between his legs, but it's found its way through to... Oh, it's gone back to the Wolves left back. Need to get these names up on my...
I get my phone up, but I just can't show it.
Where does it say the lineup?
My bag.
I've got a question for you.
Fire away.
You know when they say, when they talk about small players, they say he's got a low centre of gravity. What does that just mean? Is that just a politically correct way of saying you're a short ass? Or is there actually a difference between someone with a low centre of gravity and another short player who doesn't have a low centre of gravity? Is there a difference?
I don't know, because you look at it, the first person you think of when they say low centre of gravity is obviously Messi.
Yeah.
But then you look at someone who's another small player who can talk
Which short player doesn't have a low centre of gravity is what I'm saying. Anyway, I'll just put that out to the comments section.
That's actually a really good brain teaser.
I just think it's a politically correct thing that you say to short
Do you know what
players.
Feels like? You know, a countdown when they give you a question at 8 and 10.
Yeah,
they give you an anagram to work out during the ad break.
Yeah,
that's the teaser.
I think the argument is that some players have like big quads,
Yeah,
like
I mean, one arm, Jesus.
Or like a Modric has like, he's a bit of a unit, isn't he? Whereas some players sort of a bit ballerina-esque legs, don't they?
That's a nice way of putting it. Yeah, I think you've just...
maybe that is the differentiation, but I've always wanted to ask someone that. Anyway,
it was me you asked.
Yeah, I feel blessed. Anyway, Wolves on the attack here. Crossed in ball, danger, and it's gone out for a throw-in.
They really have come back on top.
Yeah, people are saying Ndombele has a low centre of gravity. No, I get that. I'm just saying when they talk about small players having a low centre of gravity, is that just a politically correct way of saying you're just short?
They always used to say to Joe Cole as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They always say it.
Yeah. I think they say diminutive as well. It's another way of saying you're short.
Yeah.
Anyway,
compared to
John,
the
request
we
shout
used to
out
have.
to Stacey. Hey Stacey, how you doing? Hope you're enjoying the stream. So now Wolves have come right back into this game. They're controlling the play at the moment for the last 10 minutes or so. Holding out, Spurs. Holding out. Oh, gone past Spurs player there. Lo Celso. Oh, can't get his head.
Hurry up.
Yeah, we need half time here. Oh. Goal kick to Spurs. God, he went past Lo Celso like he wasn't there.
He had a low centre of gravity.
Yeah, exactly. Right, we're gonna have to. Your mission is to use that 3 times in this game. All right.
I'll find it.
Okay, then you win a prize.
What's the prize?
Buster says, "Hey boys, love the commentary. Just brilliant job. Thank you.
Cheers, buddy."
Anyway, Spurs on the attack here. Lo Celso. Lost, and it's gone through to Kane. Kane on the right-hand side. Threads it through. Tanganga over the bar. Over the bar by Tanganga. Lovely move there.
God, when it froze there. Don't you hate when it does that? I remember watching a thing on YouTube where literally when they're showing England in the World Cup and someone's TV froze when Dyer was taking that penalty.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
That'd be awful.
That... Got to love Jeff.
Tommy says low centre of gravity means yes, short Coops, but it means balance. Maradona. Yeah, but why can't a tall player have balance then?
Like Peter Crouch.
Yeah. But it is true. The taller you are, the more like off balance I guess you're going to be, aren't you? Peter Crouch sort of reminded me of, you know, those inflatables you get on like car lots in
that.
America. Yeah.
I'm not going to get that image out of my head.
Anyway, Galini, and he kicks it out of play for a Wolves throw-in. Wolves with a lot of pressure at the moment.
That is brilliant. That's like the robot dance he was doing.
Oh, God, yeah. Ball comes in, out for another corner to Wolves. They've had about 4 corners in the last 5 minutes.
As we approach 45 minutes.
Matt Kims, it's not that we are doing bad, it's just that we are losing focus. I agree.
That's a great shout.
Yeah, that's a good shout as well, yeah. I think we're sort of relaxed a little bit too much, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we got overconfident in ourselves and thought it was to be a walk in the park.
Okay, here's a question for the audience. Name a tall player with a good low centre of gravity. Corner comes in swinging, and it's a header. Another header comes in, but
yep.
No, they kept it in.
Why? Like
Swung back in, header over the bar. Blimey, how many crosses are they going to get in? Who's that? Wang.
Yeah, this.
It's a good name, isn't it?
That he is going to be a good player.
Wang got a head on it. Did I really just say that?
You did. You created.
Oh dear.
The only Korean player on the pitch you're answering his name's the one that says Wang, yeah?
Anyway, someone says Lewandowski has a low centre of gravity.
Really? He is.
Who else have we got here?
Let's see. Yeah.
Not Kane. Someone says. Yeah, he falls over a lot, doesn't he? Come on, guys. A tall player with a low centre of gravity. Come on. Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
If there's anyone.
Doesn't that just mean someone that's strong and just holds the ball up well? Sanchez pings it forward. No one there, though. Bit of head tennis. Dele flicks it down. Lo Celso.
Gio's been a lot better.
Spreads it out to Hill. Hill to Ndombele. What can Ndombele do here? Come on, Ndombele. Bit of magic. No. Sideways to...
4 minutes stoppage time, they've said.
Ndombele, though, again. Spreads it to Romero. We're now camped out in the Wolves' half at the moment. Hill. Does he get fouled? Yes, a little shove in the back there on Hill. And we've won a free kick 40, 50 yards from goal. Anyway, I think this might see out half time now, wouldn't it?
It's a really good question now. Do you know what? It's probably I'll be thinking about it on the bus home or anything. Low centre of gravity tall player.
There's a few of these like kind of weird philosophical things that I think about, you know.
They're great ones.
I've got another one for you.
Go on.
Why don't teams go forward at kickoff?
That's very... Mate, you really are funny.
There's another one for the audience. Why don't teams go forward on kickoff? They just pass it back and then they always they punt it forwards generally.
Yeah.
But why not actually just run forwards with the ball? You know, you're on the halfway line. Why not? You never see that. Well, you very rarely see that anyway. And I think that's something that, for me, it's just like Bermuda Triangle. I don't know why teams don't do that. Tommy says some teams do coops. I don't see it. I think if you look at 99.99% of games, they always go backwards.
Yeah, they do. I mean,
I don't just mean the first touch. I just mean you could
literally go on an attack.
Just all have a few men flanking on the side and just press them immediately.
Do you know what? I think the one time I think we did that. Do you remember when we were at Wembley and we beat Man U and Christian Eriksen scored within like the 50th?
Yeah, but even that went backwards.
No, but I think it went forward to begin with, and then we all surged. Do you remember?
Yeah, but it goes forward, but then it goes back. I'm saying, why don't you just all drive forwards as a unit?
Okay, like a charge.
Why don't you just charge forward from the halfway line from kickoff? You never see that.
Well, you see it at the NFL stadium on the 10th.
Yeah.
It's all you will see on the 10th and 17th
of
October.
Swept onto the right-hand side for Wolves. A bit of movement here. Can he get the cross in? Ndombele's there. And a header out from Sanchez and Galini's there. Ndombele's done a bit of defensive work so far.
He's been everywhere.
He's been everywhere, yeah.
And I think, like I said, with this freedom role, it gives him a chance to conserve his energy and go where he wants. It's not literally... You got a funny comment coming?
No, someone said this guy does some terrible footballing ideas. No, but if you notice, I was going to say Dembele did it a couple times. Dembele used to do it a couple times. He used to drive forward with the ball because he could shield it.
Should I give you a run through whilst we've got the final 10 seconds of the current other first half scores?
Oh, go on then, yeah, go on.
So, Brighton are beating Swansea 2-0. Manchester United at home are losing to West Ham.
Yeah.
Chelsea Villa are drawing 0-0.
Yeah.
Arsenal, the Filth, are beating AFC Wimbledon. Millwall and Leicester are drawing, and then this score.
Yeah. Okay.
But Brighton,
Cheers, Brian.
Brighton are doing well at the moment. Who scored for West Ham?
Someone says, I hate to say it, but Henri had a low centre of gravity.
Do you know what? Who said that? Because do you know what, to me...
Yeah, Prayat Patel.
I have to, do you know what?
Half time, everyone.
I have to say, and I hate saying this, for me, he's the best player to ever play in the Premiership, Thierry Henry. Without a doubt. He was, if you got to see him, he just had everything. And as much as I hate to say it, he was definitely the best foreign player to play in the Premiership, in my opinion. Just a shame he plays for the Filth. But
yeah, I know. That's how I feel as well. It's sad to say, but you've got to sometimes be objective about it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, half time, 2-1 to Spurs. You'd have to say that's a good half, isn't it?
It was. I mean, we ended the final 10 minutes was a bit of maybe 10-15 minutes was a bit of a push, but apart from that, I was very impressed. Yeah,
I was impressed. I thought Ndombele was just almost playing a free role, going everywhere, even defending. Every time he got the ball, I almost have the same feeling like when I watch Ginola. I almost start to get off my seat a little bit.
Exactly.
Do you feel the same?
John, you and me, honestly, are like one of. It's like literally, he could be that player.
Yeah.
That literally, when you get it, like I said, what I used to love when I used to go to Spurs, when you saw Ginola, a Gazza, a Van der Vaart, as soon as they got the ball, you could hear that everyone was getting off their seats. Yeah. You could hear and he has. He
has that. The only difference is he doesn't have quite that explosive pace like Ginola used to have.
Exactly.
You know. But it's the same thing. I remember watching a game. It was a Spurs-Watford. We're at home. It was I don't know if you were at that game where it just started hailing. It was like the most intense hailing. So it was an FA Cup game, '99, I think.
I would have been here. Here.
And anyway, Ginola picked up the ball in his own half.
I know the goal you're talking about.
And the other team had they were dropped into a two banks of four in his own half with facing 11 men, and people started to stand up. And I haven't even seen that you used to see it a bit with Bale, but only when the team the opposition was stretched. Everyone started to get up on their feet, and that's when I was like, this is incredible. You know?
Exactly. You just have those players where they just do it, and you just know it. You just know it.
But I have the same sort of feeling with Ndombele. Some of the stuff he was doing on the ball today, like I said, when he trapped the ball as he was running, and it kind of slid under his studs. It was just first class, wasn't it?
Everything when he's going forward, pretty much everything he's doing is first class. It's just sometimes I say, do you know what it is? I sometimes thought during the first two seasons, I thought that, do you know what, he was too good for our team. Like the players weren't on the same. Like under Jose, he was putting balls through that you're like, how did he even do that?
Yeah. And
the players didn't even think, wait a minute, it's Tanguy. He can get the ball there.
Yeah.
He is like streets ahead with his footballing brain and the way he pulls it off most of the time.
Exactly, yeah. It's just the only question, even in his first season, on the ball he was excellent. The question mark was the work rate off the ball. And I think last season he really worked on that. And I actually thought his work rate off the ball was a little bit like this. I thought it was excellent, actually.
Yep. There are certain games he was, like the Manchester United 6-1.
Yeah, I thought it was absolutely brilliant. But I'm loving that they obviously had the little meeting, didn't they? And he said, I really want to turn things around.
Yep.
And, he put him he kind of kept him out and said, you've got to earn your stripes. And now he's in the team, and he's really proving himself, isn't he?
Yeah, but the great thing you got to look at as well is he's now played 3 games in a week. All right, he may not play the full 90 minutes here, but for him to be from where he was to have 3 games, and these 3 games we're saying, do you know what, the creativity he's put forward is brilliant.
It's next level.
Exactly.
So I mean, he often looks like the best player on the pitch. I mean, I said this at the beginning of the season. I said, people are saying, Ndombele, just get rid of him, he's not good enough, hasn't got the right attitude. I said, if you remember this time last season or whatever, I said he was often looking like the best player on the pitch.
Yep.
And people go, no. But he was. But it's almost like recency bias where you kind of judge him on like what's been going on the last few weeks. But we're now starting to see this is really how good he can be, isn't it?
Exactly. Then you look at it, because there's the whole fitness thing around him and his head in it. As soon as he's not doing anything, he can only last 60 minutes.
People get on his back, won't they?
It's literally, you forget what he's done in that 60 minutes that he's been on the pitch. And he has done something like... I tweeted on the watch along with the Rennes game. I tweeted the boys and said, you know what? After he did that lovely back heel to set up the Rennes guys, like he's done more in 11 minutes than we've done in 4 games.
Do you know, I'd rather have 10 good minutes of Ndombele than nothing, or than 90 minutes of Winks. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, without doubt. And he's shown it again, 20 minutes. I mean, that even talking about his first goal.
Yeah.
The way it looked like he went too far wide.
Yeah.
and he held off Bolly, who is not an easy defender to hold off, and just made it look simple. Like feather just going off.
He just feathered it into the corner, didn't he? Yeah,
it was brilliant.
It's fun, isn't it? When he's on the ball, he looks actually
like Rocky Balboa.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll use that analogy, but I guess so, yeah. But he looks like far and away the best player on the ball.
Yeah, without
doubt. Far and away.
Without doubt.
It's actually quite frightening, actually, some of the things he's doing at the moment. But anyway, there's been a lot of... You can see there's been a lot of Ndombele love from us this half. Nikolai says it's Ben and Sim at the game. Yes, they're at the game, so obviously they are enjoying the atmosphere there. Must be great for them. Mark says Ndombele cost us the goal, guys. Yeah, I guess he didn't jump. But then here's the thing though, right? If he was on the edge of the area, let's say, you wouldn't have said anything. But because he's gone into the area, he's going to get a question mark over his head, isn't he?
Well, this thing, I mean, I don't know why. And this would be a Nuno thing. Why would you put Tanguy on someone in the? Like you said, you loved it when there's players outside the box ready to attack.
And it worked against Man City, didn't it?
And if Tanguy is one of them outside the box.
Yeah,
he's not one of that. He's not going to go in like for a full throttle header against a Russian defender or powerhouse. He should, in my opinion, he shouldn't even be defending there. He should be.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
He should be ready for second ball. But he's right. The guy who left the comment was right.
Yeah,
it was his.
That was his mistake. If you're there, you do have to leap for that one.
But he scored the goal and he's created everything. So you got to take the rough with the smooth.
Right, I'm going to start a half-time thing. I'm going to call this Delhi Dilemma. Did Delhi have a good game or a bad game? Half, sorry. Yeah. Right. This is the Delhi Dilemma, the half-time Delhi Dilemma. Delhi good or Delhi bad?
How you come up with these, mate? You're flying there. But no, I think I'm one of Delhi Ali's biggest critics, but I think he played well in this half.
Delhi good or Delhi bad, guys? For me, I thought he was all right. You don't think he played well that half?
No, I think he did.
I think he did. I think the half-time dilemma.
There's the things he did, like when he fell
I thought Delhi's been good. Someone says Delhi headless chicken.
Okay, so let's put it this way. We said at the beginning when he went for that long cross, and someone said, his long range passing is, which was that as bad. He had his slip in the penalty area where we were like.
He did a nice outside the boot to Lo Celso.
He did that little thing at the beginning. It was his goal pass that set up Harry Kane.
Yeah.
So he has done I'd say he's done the important things well, but it's just his decision making at times, and that's what gets me. But he's been better today than Sunday, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'd say so. Although he was good first half, I thought, against Chelsea. Nikolai Nielsen says Ndombele has a few nonchalant actions at times. He needs to stop those. That is his game, though, I think. Yeah. He is nonchalant. He's not going to run away. He's not going to burst around, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's not going to bust a nut.
The easiest one to go on about, like we keep saying, is Van der Vaart and Ginola. They used to do it all the time.
Oh, Van der Vaart used to but then he would burn out like around 70th minute, wouldn't he?
But he would. But that's the thing. But when he did it, no one would say, "Oh, he does this too often," because they knew.
Yeah, that's what he did. He was like full on.
Exactly.
Do you remember Van der Vaart? Anytime the ball went out for a corner, and he almost never broke his run. He used to keep running, to pick up the ball when it went out for a corner, and keep running to the corner flag.
That's what he did. But I mean, the best, the goal I always talk about with him. Do you remember his goal in his home debut against Aston Villa when
the header, the volley,
where he pretended to shoot and the guy went sliding in, and then
that's right. Yeah, that's class.
That's just the little things he does.
You can't teach that, can you?
No, and it's literally that's what Ndombele does.
Yeah.
But because Rafa van der Vaart had a Palacios behind him or whoever, it was...
That for me is the difference between a class player and, I would say, verging on a world-class ability at least, you know? Even, you remember the Maradona goal against England, right? He's gone round about 7 players. And the audacity to then go, I'm going to take it around the keeper as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To take it out to the side. When you're through 1-on-1, but also then at the last minute take it to the side. That is just next level. That's you're an alien, mate.
It's always do you remember Hoddle's last goal against Oxford?
Oh, when he didn't even do anything.
He made the goalkeeper fall down.
Yeah.
To do that after you just taken on 4 players.
Yeah, again, that's that kind of X factor, isn't it?
Yeah. And they've got it.
Who would you say that you've watched has had that X factor?
And see, whenever we go into this question, there's only one answer, and one answer only. It's Paul Gascoigne.
Yeah,
I can't listen. People will hear me on streams everywhere speak about this guy. Now, obviously, we were privileged to watch him. Now, there's a lot of people that are privileged to watch him. This guy.
This is becoming me and you reminiscing, isn't it?
This show. It really is. We've gone from the Delhi Dilemma to the reminiscent. We just get some ancient old thinking music with daydreaming. But Gaza, and especially after the Italian '90 World Cup when he showed the world. What he could do. Paul Gascoigne was just
He was next level, yeah. I haven't seen anything like that. I mean,
Oh,
obviously, Janola's been incredible. He was majestic, wasn't he?
Yep.
But, I mean, Gaza was... It's hard to even, like, compare those players, but I would just say...
You got to remember
his ability to control a game as well. He had, like, the tempo setting of Dembele. He had the aggression of... I don't know, who's...
Dembele.
Yeah, I guess so. He had the feet of a ballerina.
Yep. There's not a bad thing there's not a thing that guy could not do on a football pitch.
His free kicks were immense. I think he scored like two free kicks in a game
against Derby.
Yes, yeah.
He scored a hat-trick
and he scored 4. I think he scored 4 goals in the next
Hereford
game.
United in the Carabao.
He's one of the only players that I've seen can actually face like a brick wall and just dance his way through it, like in a straight line. A lot of players kind of like take it out to the side and weave their way back in. A little bit like Ginola used to do, kind of take it out and do kind of slalom their way in.
Yep.
Gaza was one of the few players that actually just go direct, and then when he confronted a player, just used to do like a couple of quick feet. If anyone wants to see a perfect example of that, you can actually type in Gascoigne, Lazio, Roma. Goal.
Oh God,
and you'll see the example I'm talking about. Yeah,
and he did it for Rangers
and he did it
against Aberdeen,
and he did it against Oxford as well. FA Cup, was it FA Cup or League Cup?
That's one where he was at my synagogue for the.
That was the game.
Yeah, he was at the synagogue for the day before.
I like this reminiscing, mate. It's nice.
You've got to remember as well, Paul Gascoigne. How can I say this? He wasn't exactly the Ronaldo stature of build.
Yeah.
He wasn't the skinniest of guys.
Yeah, he was five bellies.
Yeah, but his power, as Bobby Robson said with the England team, he doesn't change pace, but he gets away from people. He had a movement.
He had explosiveness, Gaza. Yeah. He did. He had explosiveness. He really did.
Anyone if you didn't get the chart, I mean, there's so many things. I sit and watch YouTube things of Gaza all day.
I know. Do you know what Bobby Robson used to say? The only player that he said he's ever seen better than Gaza. Who do you think it is?
It's got to be Hoddle.
No, as in managed. Sorry, managed.
Wait, okay. You're probably thinking Ronaldo, the
original Ronaldo. He says that's the only person I've seen that's prime better than Gaza.
Do you know what?
I think that's fair though, isn't it? I mean, he was an alien.
I still have Gaza.
Really?
I still have Gaza.
What, over prime Ronaldo?
Prime? Oh no.
I'm not sure about that.
I would, but you know what? Because Gaza.
They both got bellies though, didn't they?
They did, but you got to remember Gaza. Why we all love him as well wasn't just for his football. It was for
his personality.
For his personality,
yeah, I know,
everything. And it's just, just a shame what was happened with him.
That guy deserved success, man. And did you hear his story when he the FA Cup final when he was like taken to hospital and he pleaded like, please let me go out on the piss, and they said no because you might never play again.
Yep.
But fair play to Mabbott for bringing the trophy to see
Exactly, the very first thing they did after the game. Yeah. And you got to imagine, that was like when Ronaldo went off in the Euros final for Portugal. He got us all the way there. He was about to go to Lazio. You got to remember, if we hadn't won that FA Cup, there wouldn't be a We Are Tottenham TV because there wouldn't be a Tottenham.
If who did Ronaldo? You mean Mora?
If we didn't win the world, if we hadn't won that FA Cup in '91.
Oh, in '91, yeah.
There wouldn't have been a We Are Tottenham TV because there would have been a Tottenham. We would have been bankrupt. Sugar bought us
on the back of that FA Cup.
And if we hadn't been bought,
do you not think someone else would have bought us though?
Do you know what? Back then, this is before the Premiership and before the big money was about. And then you had Sugar there, who was a Spurs fan. Now, I have this debate with people whether you love Sugar or hate him.
Yeah, see, I've got.
You look at it, Sugar. All right. First of all, we won 2 trophies in 10 years, which is a downside better than what we're doing.
Yeah.
All right, Levy built the stadium.
That's true.
He built the Paxton and the Park Lane.
Yeah.
He got us out of debt because we would have been liquidated. And also, you got to remember there was a year. First of all, he attracted someone like Jurgen Klinsmann to the football.
Who I think was our last superstar signing.
Was honestly
because at that time he was an actually genuine super. It's like signing Mbappe now.
Yeah, and you got to remember back then we weren't in Europe. We would have been challenging for Europe.
Yeah.
And then that season he came. We're actually out of the FA Cup. Docked 12 points.
12 points.
And Sugar got the points back and the FA Cup back.
Yeah.
So yes, Sugar wasn't the greatest chairman.
I still think he took the pride out of the club, if I'm being honest with you.
That part I agree with, but he did some stuff there.
He did some stuff at the beginning, but I do think that he turned us from having the 80s, we had a lot of pride about us, and in the 90s, it kind of established a reputation of us being just this joke of a team. And I still think there's a hangover from the 90s, even now.
That I completely agree with you.
You know, because we still also had like the record amount of FA Cup wins back then.
Yeah, we had 8.
And then. Yeah, that was something that I was always proud of. We always had the most FA Cup wins out of any team.
And the lucky for the year ending one and
all that, yeah.
We had here he comes.
Oh, Traore's coming on, everyone. Look at the size of this guy.
Mate, we need to get a bigger TV because he's barely fitting in it. Gee,
look,
how much oil has he got on?
He's put baby oil on his arms.
Mate, Johnson's and Johnson's best putting your order in because they are out. And in words of Ty, other baby oils are available.
Absolute fridge, that guy, isn't he?
Right, let me just go to the toilet before it kicks off.
It's kicking off now, Brian.
Literally 2 seconds. Literally 2 seconds.
Blimey, Brian, good timing, mate.
I know.
All right, we're about to kick off for the second half. Wolves, are they going to go forwards with the ball? Anyway, Wolves here get us back underway, trailing 2-1. Kane and Ndombele with the goals. That was quick, mate.
No, I was actually going to go for a cigarette, then I realised what am I doing.
A cigarette?
Yeah, a cigarette, you know.
Blimey, priorities, mate. Oh, Traore, already causing troubles down the right-hand side. Past 2 men, past 3. Oh, but who's that coming sliding in?
It's Brian Gill.
Well, Hill. Mate, you couldn't have more of a mismatch, could you?
No.
Hill winning
Look
the ball
at
off Traore.
Jesus Christ.
Wow,
Look at
what has he got on his arms there?
I think he's got a cellophane wrapped around him. Jesus Christ.
He's waxed his arms, especially.
Honestly, I know
he's going to cause a few problems, I think, Traore, for us. Even though he's not very technical, as in that, he just technically took it off for a goal kick there. But he's
sure he did.
Such a nuisance. We're struggling to get the ball out here. Oh, danger on the right-hand side.
Yeah,
is that Sanchez?
Jesus.
Sanchez lets him roll him there. And the shot comes in over the bar.
But it's amazing.
Oh dear, Sanchez got rolled there.
Adama has been on the pitch for what? 1 minute.
Yeah, I know.
Seconds.
This is why I think it'd be a good signing. Not because he's that technical, but he just creates a different dimension that causes teams problems.
Yeah, I mean, they put him on Davies as well, so that's not.
Yeah, that's a horror story waiting to happen, isn't it?
What is Sanchez doing there?
Skip came sliding in there to put the striker off. Someone said Ronnie Rosenthal.
Oh, mate.
What's that in relation to, do you think?
Well, I think they might have said the low centre of gravity.
Oh, are we still on the low centre of gravity here?
Be, but do you know what?
Are we talking about world-class players?
I was at the Dell when he scored his hat-trick. Oh, my God.
What a hat-trick that was. What a hat-trick that was.
We were 2-0 down.
Yeah.
We took off Stuart Nethercott, who to me is one of the
worst players
I've ever seen. And then literally, Ronnie, and they weren't just a hat-trick, they were blockbusters.
Oh, Kane here. Crowded out. Sorry, mate. Well, TBC on that one. Delhi looking for the cross and out for a throw-in. Yeah, and I would say almost all 3 were goal of the month contenders, weren't they?
They were screamers.
Absolute roasters.
That was one of the best games I've ever been
6-2, wasn't it?
6-2, I was being 2-0 down.
Yeah.
And again, that was the year that we, like I said, that Sugar had us out of the FA Cup.
We should have won the FA Cup that year.
Oh, Everton battered us.
We should have won the FA Cup that year.
Daniel Amokachi, do you remember him? He turned up out of nowhere.
I don't know what happened that game. That was
awful.
That really hurts me, that one, for some reason. You know, some games really hurt. Yep. Some FA Cup semis hurt. That hurts, that one.
Yep.
Because I just think that it was such a romantic season, that one.
So as when we lost to Newcastle when Shearer scored that wonder goal at Old Trafford. We've had so many semi-finals.
We lost a lot to Newcastle, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think we lost twice in the FA Cup semi to Newcastle. Traore. Patient build-up from Wolves here. A little dinked crossfield ball. We're back in a shape, though. We're back in an organised shape. There's a lot of names coming through in the comment section, but I'm not sure what the context is. Can you let me know the context? Can you just say John?
What names have we got coming through?
Pam's. Oh, what do you mean? No.
No, I mean the players.
Pam, fancy your chances up front. Hill to Harry Kane. Slips over. Hill's won the ball back though. Tries to wriggle its way past the fullback and Ndombele's there. Don't laugh. She might have some talent. Pam, do you have some talent?
No, I thought you were saying players' names.
No, I know.
Did you read any other comments names? Like I know that.
Oh, given away though. Podence. I think that's a handball though, ref.
Surely.
Come on. But it's gone out wide.
How is it not
Davies
handball?
is there to close the ball down. Neves
here
to Traore. the rugby league athlete.
Brian Hill.
And how is it that Hill's been the one stopping Traore today?
No one else can stop him apart from Brian Hill.
AT says, what is Delhi's passing percentage? Must be max 50%. If that, yeah, I don't know. Even though I don't like that stat, I think that's a bit of a...
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier,
we spoke about that earlier.
I can't believe Brian Hill is the answer to...
Brian Hill is the kryptonite to Adama Traore at the moment. Skip is there to force it for a throw into Wolves near the corner flag.
It's been mainly Wolves, hasn't it?
Yeah. Wolves with the control so far in the opening 5 minutes of the second half. Just playing the ball around, trying to look for that incisive pass. Cody. All through ball, looking, and cut out well by Romero.
Yeah. Dealt with it well as well, going out.
Wolves are showing a lot of determination here to make something happen. And it's a free kick to Wolves,
I don't quite know why.
We've got to be careful here. We've got to keep our focus because, after that great start, we don't want this going to 2-2, do we?
Well, that's the thing. Let's have a look. Let me bring my app up. What do you see we got on the bench anyway? Because that is one hell of an impact sub they've just made. Let's have a look.
Cross comes in, headed out, and Sanchez is there, and then Ndombele, and then Skip hoofs it forwards. Kane is trying to apply the pressure here, but it's gone all the way back.
So on the bench we have Doherty, Reguilon, Rodon, Højbjerg, Son and Scarlett. So that's quite a competitive bench. But now
giving it away. Podence outside of the boot. Oh, looking for Traore, but headed out by Davies. And Ndombele's there. Oh, he flicks it forward. Unbelievable ball to Harry Kane. He tries to hold the ball out and he's lost possession.
That was sublime.
How did even his defensive clearances are like finding like razor-like precision. And Traore. Oh, and Skip comes sliding in there. Go on the Skip. That was a real old-fashioned tackle by Skip there off Traore. And Hill's got the ball now. Oh, he weaves his way through a couple of players and held back. Free kick to Spurs near the halfway line.
Now you got to start thinking as well. When does he start thinking, right, Arsenal and keeping players fresh?
Yeah, good point. 3-1, I think you would do that.
You reckon 3-1?
3-1 and about 65 minutes.
That's a good. I'll agree with that.
I guess he's got to keep Kane on if there's penalties.
Exactly.
Isn't he? Davies on the left hand side to Hill. One touch back to Davies. Whips it in, looking for Kane. He's found his way through to Dele Alli. He could have had a shot there, but
he's
played through to Kane. Kane's there, and he tries to. He's tried to play it onto his right.
Dele could have had about 3 shots there.
I think Dele should have had a shot there,
without a doubt. I mean, the cross from Davies.
When this comes in, he needs to get it onto his foot. Just ping it.
2.
Yeah, he's never going to create from that angle, is he? He tries to find Harry Kane. But from a very tight angle, it would have been almost impossible for Kane to score from there.
But it's good to be having some possession.
Yeah, we've got a bit of possession back now, haven't we?
Tangy.
One touch, football. Oh, Ndombele has a shot! Oh! What happened there? Ndombele from 30 yards.
Or something.
That's what I mean, just like have a go, just use your instinct, have a shot. He has a
shot.
He's on a 1-2 with Skip. Ndombele has a shot from about 25 yards. It comes off the goalkeeper's thigh and squirts out for a corner, but that could have easily gone in. That is so lucky that didn't go in.
Very, very.
I mean, that is just... You were expecting that to hit the net, weren't you?
I really thought it had. You have those times before. When you see shots, you think they're going in, but they're actually nowhere near.
Corner comes in, and it's gone to the edge of the area, and Wolves can clear. But Spurs bring it back. It's going to be... What's the name of the goalie?
Is it John Ruddy?
I need to get the line. I'm still looking for the lineup.
It is John Ruddy. Jesus Christ,
Ruddy.
How old is he? 63?
Oh, here we go. Wolves on the attack. Inside the Spurs penalty area. But it's been shuttled back out wide. Little back heel. Ndonka. Neves. Caresses the ball out wide.
Here
to
we
Traore
go. Baby
on the
oil.
right-hand side. He's running at Davies, which you don't like to see. A few step overs, tries to get the cross, and then Davies does well there.
Davies and Hills in the rescue.
Yeah, who would have thought it? Are we in the Bermuda Triangle right now? Kane, trademark sweeping pass, looking for Hill, but Cody's across and cleared for a throw in. Is that no? No, kept in. Oh, and it's going to be a foul. Dele Alli on. I think that's Neves. Free kick to
how long do you reckon he's
free kick to Wolves near the halfway line. Sorry,
it really bugs me that Dele Alli.
You don't like the hair?
No.
Do you remember when I can't remember if it was Redknapp, but there was a time when I think he said, "Please cut that hair off," with the the clip in the hair and stuff.
Yep.
To players like Bentley and Bale was doing it for a time. I think he just said, "Come on, guys, just." It's not a posing show, is it?
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, the only one that could get away with it was Beckham, wasn't it? Every time he changed his hair, no matter what happened, he got away with it. But the one I just don't like the Dele Alli haircut or hairstyle, shall I say?
Mm. Are there any super chats, Vinny? If you want to get your super chats in, guys, we'll read them out. And we got 2,070 people watching the stream now. Brilliant numbers. 606 people are liking the stream. If you could do us a favour and click the like button, that will really help us out and helps. Let's support Ben and Sim on this channel. Let's do our best in their absence. We've got Brian here. We jetted him in all the way from Canada for this. So
first class, yeah.
First class.
I know it's great. I came in the studio Friday. It's just great to be on this channel and all the work they do.
Yeah. What do you think of the studio? Like being
incredible.
Here?
It's like I knew you see all this.
You don't think of it, do you? Like this.
You just don't think it's like literally. I thought it was like just this and whatever.
Yeah.
And then when you come here and see all the lights and everything and all the people that do everything in the back end and everything.
Yeah.
It's a great operation that goes on here.
Yeah.
And the boys and everyone like I said, there's a lot of people that watch now from Canada, and just when you see around the world. During lockdown as well.
Is there any pubs you want to give a shout out to in Canada that are Spurs
if there are any
related?
Spurs fans out, there's the Scotland Yard, which is funny.
The Scotland Yard,
which is funny enough. I hope
don't want to get nicked in there.
There's your pun. It's time for a shot. So.
You haven't got your one in yet, have you? Didn't I set you a challenge earlier?
You did, but you sent me to a low centre of gravity 3 times, but I haven't seen it yet. And there's the Done Right Inn, which is owned by a Tottenham fan, funnily enough.
Oh, okay, that's good.
The Scotland Yard is the official word.
Ndombele slipped over. Wolves on the attack. Ndonka. It's through 1-1 and it's a goal. They're level 2-2. This is ridiculous, man. We were so in control of this game. Ndombele slips over, but still, you fancy the defenders to do a job there. You still fancy them to hold them up. That was poor defending there. Ndombele slipped. Yes, I get that, but that's still. Come on, you got numbers there. Terrible.
Romero is at
Ndombele, he slips over, and of course that's poor. But look, you got 2-on-2 there. This is simple, just 2-on-2. Look,
what is he doing?
Romero's at fault for that.
Completely.
Romero at fault for that one. 2 against 2. You should be able to deal with that. Look, Sanchez is pointing for him to deal with that, and Romero didn't.
Oh, Sanchez almost got there. With
didn't track his man there.
Lunge.
We were absolutely coasting in this game. You could see Sanchez was doing this. Just you hold him, I'll hold him.
I don't know what it is. I mean, Romero should have easily done it. I think he even got a little toe to it anyway. Oh, well, here we go. Let's have a look at Nuno.
No, you can't really bring anyone off now, can you?
Like,
yes, Ndombele slipped, but he didn't.
Look, players slip all the time. It's like literally when you got a back four.
That for me was a Romero mistake. You 2-on-2. You should still be able to deal with that.
Put it this way, it weren't like the
stay to your
Gerrard
man.
slip.
All you got to do is stay to your man.
It weren't the Gerrard slip for Demba Ba. It was a slip where the back four was still there.
Exactly.
And now we need...
Now people are saying Ndombele out. I mean, come on, man. How reactive is that?
Yeah. Have any of the
people are saying he's to blame for both goals now, they're saying.
Okay.
See, this is the problem, isn't it?
The thing is, you can't both ways. If you want attacking, expansive, creative football, you're going to get it with him.
Yeah.
But then you got to look at it as well. Like we were saying before, some of these great players, even the Messis and Ronaldos, they do so much going forward, they make mistakes. But what happens is the amount of times they do it, it gets success.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the which one do you opt for?
Exactly.
I still fancy us this game, believe it or not. As long as we can remain on the front foot and actually, just get Tanguy on the ball, basically. Let him do what he does best. Please don't let this affect us, because I noticed our heads dropped against Chelsea. Oh, here we go. Kane's won the ball back in a advanced area. Is he going to get a shot off? He finds Dele Alli with the cross, and it's going to be... Oh! Huge chance. Hill's on the end of that. What? My goodness me. Dele Alli crosses it straight to Hill, and Hill slides in and almost gets it past Ruddy there. And now suddenly Wolves are on the attack, and now we're on the back foot.
And here's...
Is that Traore?
Yep, trying to run through
Mr. Baby Oil there. Slips past... slips and slides past Tanganga.
There's a person with a low centre of gravity. Traore. He just gets the ball and runs. Oh, Son's
coming on.
I don't know if I like that. We need to keep him fit.
Who do you think he's going to take off then?
I don't think he can take Kane off.
Is he going to take Ndombele off, do you think? To add a bit more sort of protection.
It's around the end.
Traore gets past Romero. Romero's having a bit of a shocker and across the face of goal. And they couldn't get a touch on the end of that.
I think when people say Tanguy, I think people need to start looking at Romero.
Yeah, do you know what? Romero's been looking very, very shaky.
And they're taking off 18 Lo Celso.
They're taking Lo Celso off, okay.
So go with the two up top.
Super chat. I thought I read that, did I not? Benjamin, is this a bait? No. Benjamin Parsons, disgraceful. How has this happened? Please, no pen. Oh, no penalties. Yeah, I thought it'd be penalties.
But look at Romero.
Romero, look
he's
how
meant to be a big beast. He just got absolutely
done there. All he's got to do is, stay close to him. Not Dele Alli with a lovely ball through it. And Hill, if he went
far post,
he went near post, and he would have got that. But he went far post. Oh, here we go. What's going on here? Oh, and Sanchez clears it.
Great.
And Son is on the ball now. It's almost like a cup game, isn't it?
Do you know what? I think the next goal is the next goal is crucial.
Yeah,
I hate it.
The ultimate cliche.
Or now is a good time to score.
Do you know what another one I can't stand? They deserve to win. The team that wins, they deserve to win. Like, if a team wins a game, of course you can say they deserve to win. It's like the most likely thing.
Michael Owen, if you just YouTube Michael Owen,
it's like the ultimate platitudes, isn't it?
He is the worst person ever for those. But yeah, the next goal is crucial. And now is a good time to score. Is the two that drive me around the bend.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to hate that when pundits used to say if their team won, they just go, "I think they were deserved winners." It's like they won the game. It's not hardly sticking your neck out with that punditry, is it?
Exactly. That pearl of wisdom.
Yeah. Is that Wang? Is his name? No, it's not even Wang. You said it was Wang.
Wang. Look, how would you pronounce that?
Huang. Huang.
H-W-A-N-G. I don't know how. It's
Huang. Maybe Huang. Huang.
Is how I would read it.
Anyway, Wolves seem to be looking a little bit more sprightly this second half. Come on, Spurs, keep your heads up.
We've got to.
I don't want us sinking into our shells like Chelsea game. Harry Kane, deep, trying to make stuff happen. Oh, lovely nutmeg, driving forwards, and beautiful ball looking for Ndombele. I have to say I'm pleased with Harry Kane's performance so far. Ndombele on the ball now in a good area. Ndombele threads it. Oh, nearly a through ball through to Hill.
Don't know why I'm screaming, man. He can't hear me.
Yeah, he can't hear you. I said that to Josh. It's Josh's doing. They can't hear you, mate. So Wolves now building up play from the back, driving past Tanguy. I know, look at him go. And Skip's in there to cause problems. There's some Wolves fans have found their way onto the stream.
Oh, have they?
Neves looking for the through ball there, but Galini picks it up.
Deflected into him, really, wasn't it? There's Hoover.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. God,
Dele. Almost in the pivot here. Romero to Sanchez to Skip, trying to work her way through the middle here. Skip, he's actually putting his arms out. Who's running? Who's calling for the ball? And he has to go back to Romero. He's also looking for runners. He can't see anything, so he finds it. He finds Son. It's very static at the moment, isn't it?
It really
Brian?
is.
Son sweeps it out wide to Tanganga. Hill moving into space to find Skip. Crossfield ping straight to Davies. Davies to Hill. Hill is beavering around looking for something to happen in front of him.
God, bro.
He's really crowded out Hill, but he's found a lovely little toe poke through to
Ndombele.
Lovely toe poke. Ndombele, a few step overs, and he's actually lost the ball there.
I don't know what happened
he's
there.
doing like about 10 step overs like,
and then just
in the penalty area.
Oh, here he goes.
Oh, and Skippy comes sliding in on Traore there.
Absolutely.
Oh, and here's Harry Kane. Harry Kane toe poke to Skip. Skip can actually do something here.
Far.
Oh, and it's header in. Ndombele back to Kane. Kane trying to get on the end of it, falls over, and a shot is rosetted by Tanganga.
What was that by Kane?
Oh dear. What happened to Kane there? He slipped over or something.
Ollie Skip did fantastic.
Yeah, Skip and Hill.
That was a little bit too wide.
A bit earlier, Hill did really well to get it through to Ndombele.
Yeah,
so nice little header there. Kane, what's Kane doing there? Falls over. And then, yeah.
Mate, honestly, when I saw Traore going on that run, have you ever seen on YouTube the Traore funny commentary?
No.
Oh, mate, I'll show it to you after. There's a Spanish... if you just go to YouTube, Traore funny commentary... There's a guy, when they're playing in Water in Europe and they're playing a team in Spain, he gets the ball and he goes on a run from like his own half.
Yeah.
And the commentator just makes the noise of a Formula 1 car.
Oh,
he goes,
he is
until he loses the ball. It's one of the best.
Oh, Son whips it in. Header! And it's saved by Ruddy. Out of nowhere. Cross from Son, headed by Kane. And tipped over the bar, was it by Ruddy?
Who was that? Was that a Skip with the ball? Skipper's played a
Son on the left-hand side gets it onto his right foot, whips it in. Kane with a point-blank header. And how the hell did Ruddy get onto that? Anywhere else other than that, and that's in the back of the net. Great game, though. It's very end-to-end at the moment.
It has been.
Great entertainment value. Sonny's going to be an in-swinging corner. Whipped in and headed out. And see, they've got players ready for the second ball. And they're breaking now. Romero, what's Romero doing up there as a striker? What have we got on the back here? Davies and
Piggy in the middle with the other.
How was Romero the furthest person forward?
Skipper's got into centre back for some reason.
Kane should have probably scored there. Anywhere other than
straight
at the goalie, there's
save,
a goalie. Yeah, it's a good reaction save. Tanganga trying to drive forward, wins the free kick near the halfway line.
Now we get worried. So let's just assume, or let's just say it goes to penalty. Who would be your 5?
Kane first. Dele Alli.
Okay.
Son. Ndombele's got Son. Great turn by Son. Beautiful little drop of the shoulder there. And he's gonna find. He's made it a chance for himself, but it's going to go out for a goal kick. Well, it's going to have to. Ndombele's probably going to come off though, isn't he?
Yeah, I would imagine he will do shortly.
It's extra time though, isn't it?
No,
it's straight in.
Pedals.
So Ndombele might have to stay on then, is he?
Who did we say we got on the bench? If you look at it that way, on the bench we got still Reggie, Joe Rodon, Pierre, and Scarlett. I really wanted to see Dave Scarlett in this game.
Oh, a little flicked header, and it's gone straight through to Galini. Galini bowls it out to Romero. Come on, Romero. I thought he had a good game against Chelsea, surprisingly.
He did. The first half he was fantastic.
Yeah, but today it looks a bit dodgy, I have to say. Yeah, a bit ropey. Hill, really trying to make stuff happen, isn't he, Hill, between the lines? He's been everywhere, Hill. Oh, lovely little turn there.
Who was that?
Who is that there?
Oh, it's Dele.
It's Dele, your favourite man.
And then it gets...
And then he loses it. Dele-esque. Wolves are...
Oh, here we go.
Found the ball to Traore. Traore waiting for the runner. And it's out to the right-hand side. Davies is there, and also Ndombele to provide cover. We've got so many men back. They've only got two men forward, but you still feel as though your heart's in your mouth a little bit.
Yep, because I think they're just trying to work it around so they can isolate Adama, aren't they? Get Adama one-on-one with someone, as Wolves have another player.
Black Boots! Wolves player down now.
Black Boots!
Black Boots, we've actually found it. Wow.
We've found him.
Take a drink, everyone.
Who's the number 3 for Wolves? Let's see if I can say his name. Who is the number 3?
SK says Ndombele overrated, especially by John. Highlight player, not a success player. No, I think here's my thing, SK. I think on the ball, he's spectacular. Off the ball, it's not good enough.
Yep.
And I think that is the problem you get with Ndombele. It's like a double-edged sword with him. So he's definitely not the perfect player, and he does come with his flaws. But on the ball, I do think he's superb.
Yeah, I've got to agree with that. But like we were saying again, we'll go back to our conversation with Rafa and Ginola. You don't expect him to. He's not there to do the defensive work.
Neither is Berbatov.
Another prime example.
Yeah.
What a player he was.
Yeah.
What a player Berbatov was.
I know, yeah.
But that's the thing. We have these players that do that, and you know you're not going to get the defence from them. But they're
players that if you give them the ball, even in a tight game, they can create out of nothing themselves.
Exactly.
That for me is the hallmark of a world-class player.
Yep.
They can pull out a rescue goal out of nothing on their own without any assistance from any other player.
Just look how many times Gerrard did it for Liverpool.
Yeah, Ginola did it for Spurs.
Yep.
Bale did it.
Yep. I mean, that one season, Ginola, when we won the Worthington Cup, he was unstoppable.
Yeah. If you think Man United won the treble, and when all those Scholes, Giggs, Beckham were all in their prime, and he still wins Player of the Year in all of the writers, the players,
clean sweep, and he
was. Yeah, if you've just started supporting Spurs and you missed out on the Ginola era, please go and watch some of the highlights. Even the near miss against Leeds.
Oh, mate, with George Graham running out. And
no, the near miss. Yeah, did it? Yeah.
If you watch the highlights,
type in Ginola, Leeds, near miss.
Yeah, when he runs around the whole pitch, hits the post. But
I mean, he takes it from the byline, runs the other half of the pitch, the other side laterally, and then weaves his way through, slaloms like a skier. Gets that shot off, and Nigel Martin gets a fingertip to it, and it touches the
and you see that's
so frustrating.
Remember Anderson's volley in that game as well.
Yeah, and Ginola's volley.
Yeah,
that was a great game, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Anderson was the first. So when they brought out the name,
by the way, Wolves player's injured here. We're not giving up on the game. There's another Wolves player that's gone down, getting treatment.
Anderson was my favourite player.
Really?
I had
your favourite player
at that time during.
At that time. Yeah,
I had Anderson's name on my home
Shaggy.
shirt, away shirt.
Yeah,
he was just a shame with his injuries because he was.
Yeah, he was one of the best passers I've ever seen.
His crossing was absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, and actually, one of the few things I was actually saying this last week. Why is it you don't see free kick routines or corner routines anymore? I don't know if you remember, but Sheringham and Anderton always used to have a free kick routine, pulled back corner.
Yeah,
they used to get a lot of goals from that.
They got a hell of a lot.
Why don't we see kind of routines anymore and like set pieces? It's not they don't do it in the modern game so much, do they?
There's a couple of teams that have managers that do the.
I mean, Liverpool did it against Barcelona. Well, it might have been a bit of instinct that.
Yeah,
or it could have been.
But there are a couple of managers that do try occasionally to cut. But I know what you mean. There used to be like you look at the old day with the crazy gang.
Yeah,
they were known.
I mean, I hate to say it, but Arsenal used to have a corner routine as well. They flick on at the near post. Steve Bold. So I mean, but you don't really see that so much anymore, do you?
No, it's not. The modern game has changed it. But talk about Arsenal. Do you remember an Arsenal defender called Pascal Segan?
Oh God, yeah. He scored 2 in one game, and he says, "I'm coming after your record, Henri."
Uncle Festa.
Yeah.
But literally. He was guaranteed to make a mistake. I can remember.
Oh, who's this coming off? Sorry, Brian, just to interrupt.
Their player that got injured, who is. We have a look at.
That was the one with the double-barreled name, I think.
Where is it? Atri Nouri.
Atri Nouri.
Atri Nouri.
So he's stumbling off the pitch at the moment.
But yeah, Pascal Segan literally would make a mistake every time he came on. I remember they were playing Sheffield United in the FA Cup and they were 1-0 up. By the time I got in my best mate's car, who was an Arsenal fan, got to the bottom of my road, Sheffield United scores from a Segan roll.
He looked like the guy from Despicable Me, didn't he?
I just called him Uncle Festa from the other family. But I think you're right. I think yours is a better one.
Okay, so people are talking about Ginola and Anderton now. That's good. Get your thoughts on them in the comments section.
I mean, could you imagine in their prime, Ginola, Berbatov, and Rafa?
Who would you like to see if you could pick one player and put them in this team? Who would you have?
I always say.
Gaza.
Yep.
Yeah, I would as well. Yeah. Okay, let's say post Gaza. Which player would you have
Post
in?
Gaza.
So let's say Premier League era.
Okay, Premier League era.
Who would you want in? All right, that's in the comment section. Who would you like to see in this team from the Premier League era? Just one player.
Put Y as well.
Just one
everyone
player.
Could say Berbatov because but there's got to be a reason you picked to.
Yeah,
to
put the player and then in brackets the reason, please, everyone.
So to fit in this team.
So Premier League only, not pre-Premier League. Which player, and also in brackets just say why, and then if you do that, I'll read some of them out.
Do you know what?
That's a nice question, isn't it?
That is. Oh,
so a lot of them coming through here: King, Klinsmann, Prime Bale.
This is a great.
Someone
question.
said Skulls. Spurs players, please. Anyway, the game's gone a little bit bitty here, so we've got a chance to do this.
Yeah, you know what?
Robbie Keane for excitement.
I'm thinking Rafa.
Ledley King solid. Someone said.
I'm thinking Rafa.
Modric minefield. Van der Vaart creative.
I'm thinking Rafa for this team.
Ginola in brackets Ginola. Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
That's the answer.
Yeah, I like that.
Whoever said that, that's the greatest answer.
Yeah. Anyway, Wolves on the attack here. Traore, and he's shoved out by. Is that Tanganga there? And he's blocked it out, forced it out for a corner.
Sanchez.
Sorry.
Where's his oil gone?
Where's Tanganga gone? Why is Tanganga not there?
Where's Tanganga gone? I think we should ask everyone on the fan show that question as well.
What? Oh, King, shore up the back line. Which question?
That one. Who would you pick to play in this team?
I have.
No, I'm saying we can do it on the fan show as well.
We'll do that on the fan show as well. Yeah, for the fan show, please come on and say that. Corner comes in and headed out by I can't see who these players are. Skip, I think that is. Oh no, it's Kane. It's the sun.
The blonde hair.
So far away on the screen. Oh, Ndombele nearly gets on the end of that.
All right,
the game is very equally poised at the moment. It's really on a knife edge. This game. Is. I don't really want this to go to penalties because I did fear. I did have an extra bit on that prediction that I don't want to say.
Yeah.
Anyway, so a throw into Spurs. Davies going to take this.
Wonder what Galini's like at penalties.
Don't know. I think he could be quite a good shot stopper, you know. Sanchez to Romero. Working away out the back at the moment. He's looking for someone there, and he pings it forward, looking for Kane. And Kane's going to get there, you know, in the penalty area.
Cheeky little.
Oh, poor touch again from Kane.
Well,
his touch has looked a bit heavy this half, I have to say. And then Hill on the edge of the area goes onto his left foot. A little Cruyff turn onto his right foot. He's being forced backwards here. Hill, a little scoot ball to the left to Son. Can Son get on his favoured right foot and get a trademark shot off? He's closed down. Davies whips it in. It's going to find its way all the way through to Tanganga, I think that is. Tanganga. Yeah. Tanganga back to Skip. Skip hoists it in.
We're loving our little dig balls in, aren't we?
Yeah. I was trying to find a perfect word there. I was looking for hoist and hoof. I said hoists. You know, like a kind of a curled, like a looping curled ball in. Romero to Sanchez.
What's the atmosphere sound like? Because obviously you got the headphones on. Is it all sounding like they're...
Oh, Ndombele driving forwards through 4 players there. Looking for a little space. 2 to his right. Hill is one of those. Tanganga. First time ball in. Ndombele's there in the penalty area. But he's crowded out. But he somehow managed to shimmy and jink and turn and dummy and wins the corner there.
15 words to describe what he just did. But yeah, how's the atmosphere sounding there?
Gone a little bit kind of quiet now. But you could hear Wolves fans singing You're Not Singing Anymore. 4 corners to Wolves, 3 to Spurs. So once we get a bit of an interval here, I'll go back and read some of your opinions on which Spurs player you'd like to have in this side. Anyway, Son with the corner. It's going to be an out-swinging corner. It's a bit of a poor one, but it's somehow found its way all the way through. But then Wolves clear. And they've got, look how many men they've got staggered forward here for the counter-attack. And a crossfield ball, and it's found its way all the way through to Traore. Skip is there to hold the ball. Can he? No. And he's looked for the 1-2 there, Traore, and he didn't get it. And he's put his head up in disbelief. I think
he was actually trying to run through.
You could see he went like that. He was like, "What are you? You know, why couldn't you have played the 1-2 with me there?" Is there anyone that's who's as big as Traore? Do you think maybe Hulk?
No.
Or
Adiak and Fenwa.
Yeah. But he's just a big.
I still like to see them two in a rock. I mean, for
He's
pace,
just
for pace he's been done, but for power,
yeah.
I don't. You know what? I don't think you will see another footballer or anything like him. He looks like he should be in WWE.
I think you'd actually make quite a good rugby player.
Yeah,
or rugby league player.
Like Jonah Lomu.
Yeah, exactly. He'd be like Jonah Lomu, wouldn't he?
That was a player. I mean, I hate rugby.
I know, but that was.
But he was.
He just went through the England team like butter, didn't he?
Mate, literally holding on to his calves.
Like butter. Yeah, they're holding on to his calves. That's why he's oiled himself up.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Okay, the game's gone a little bit.
It's got a little bit.
Oh
wonky.
no, I can't. I dare not, because every time I've done that, there's been a chance. Traore on the right hand side, loads of space now. Couple of ball rolls, gets onto his left foot. Is he gonna have a shot? He has a shot. It's a bit of a deflection. It's gone straight through to Galini. A little bit of deflection there.
I swear Galini's got younger during this
I'm
game.
going to read some of these. Modric, old but gold, he says.
Okay.
Modric, low centre of gravity. There we go. Good one. Sapien. Dembele. In brackets, Winks. I don't know why he said that.
How could we forget
Roy Keane. Roy Keane. Anyway, I'm going to stop reading these then.
That might have been a Robbie.
Someone said Defoe, and in brackets, Kane not good enough or loyal enough. That's controversial. Anderton, you'll like this one. Anderton, lovely long legs. From Pam. Do you know what? I don't know if you remember Eros nightclub. It's in Enfield.
Mate.
Did you ever used to go there on a Monday night?
Mate. The 70s night.
Yeah. Mate, anyone in North London used to go to Eros nightclub on a Monday night. That was trademark.
I was there.
Mate, Eros, yes.
Every Friday, Monday and Saturday I was there.
Right.
I can remember one of the special nights. I took my...
Højbjerg's coming on. Sorry to interrupt this great commentary we're doing.
I took my friend, Mr. Return
Deli's coming off.
Mark Morrison.
Sorry, you saw what?
I took Mark Morrison. I used to know Mark Morrison. I do know Mark Morrison.
You took Mark Morrison there? What, Return of the Mac?
Return of the Mac.
What do you mean you used to know him?
I used to know him.
What?
So I used to work for a company before. This is ages
You're
ago.
taking Return of the Mac,
to Eros.
Morrison, to Eros nightclub.
Yep. And believe me, I used to be an alcoholic, and I've never been as drunk as I was that night. I used to work for Cecil G. You remember the clothes company?
Yeah.
And he used to come into my shop
handball
regularly.
for Wolves there. No. Yeah. It's
he
a free
used to
kick
go
to
my
Wolves.
shop regularly.
Yeah.
And then we started hanging out like after work and going for a few drinks. He goes, do you have any clubs near you? And I said, I've got this one club. It's nothing major. It's called Eros.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, I'll come down with you one night.
Do you know what's just funny? Because I used to hear rumours that he had been to that club months after. Was that with you?
Yes.
That's weird. But there was another part to the reason I brought that up was that I was in there once and I saw Darren Anderton in there.
I saw Jermaine Defoe in there. I saw Frank Lampard, who's arrogant.
And Darren Anderton was just sat there on his own by the bar
with crutches.
And I went to sort of shake his hand. And he kind of got fumbled with his hand a little bit and spilt his beard on himself. It was just a bit of an awkward moment there. But anyway. Oh, who's this? Is this Moutinho coming on? Yeah, João Moutinho.
Mate, is the Wolves manager like 9 foot tall?
Yeah. Or maybe he's just got
stilts.
It's just Moutinho's got a low centre of gravity. Oh dear.
So does Prudence.
Darren Anderton, known as Sick Note, used to wear red boots. Did he used to wear red boots? I can't
remember him wearing red boots.
Can someone back that up? Is Pam being correct there?
But yes, he was called Sick Note. That's why I call Giovanni Anderton.
I'll tell you what we could do with Darren Anderton in this team.
Mate, I think
that would be a good player to have in this team.
Do you remember the goal? I mean, obviously he had his understanding with Sheringham, but do you remember we beat Arsenal 1-0 and he made that cross for Gika Popescu?
Yes,
95. Another player.
95.
Yeah. Where Jerry
Popescu was a great player.
Dumitrescu, I got his name and number on the back of my shirt.
Do you know
and Jerry
what?
Francis sent it on loan the next day.
You know what really upsets me? That 94 team that we had wasn't far away from being a world-class team. Yeah. It was sprinkled with complete dog shit.
Stuart Nethercott.
Yeah. We had about 5, I would say, you could say world-class players, or on the verge of world-class, sprinkled with rubbish. That was
the start of Judas playing for us.
I know, exactly. You had Judas, you had Gary Mabbott, you had Klinsmann, Sheringham, even Barmby,
Justin
Anderton.
God bless him.
Edinburgh was a solid left back, wasn't he?
Yep.
So it was just a shame we sprinkled it with like Nethercotts and your Kerslakes and.
Oh mate, David Kerslake, Jesus, mate, he was not good.
By the way, guys, the game has there was nothing really happening at the moment. There was a substitute, but now we can get back into it. Anyway, Skip. Yeah, we've got to be careful not to reminisce too much, Brian. Out wide to Tanganga, bursting forwards. Out wide to Hill. They're saying, watch the game. There was a substitutions. There was nothing going on, guys. It wasn't us not paying attention.
Believe me, there's not bit there.
We'll let you know when there's action. Son on the left-hand side. Intercepted, tackled, I should say. And hoofed clearance for a throw into Spurs.
So again, after that injury that Wolves had, I think there'll be another 4 or 5 minutes injury time.
Yeah. We can talk more about clubbing.
We can do.
86th minute on the clock, 2-2 now. Davies with the throw-in. On the left-hand side, 40 yards from goal. Ndombele there, falls over. He's going to win a free kick? No.
Here goes Adama.
Traore gets shoved into a cul-de-sac then, having to go backwards. Come on, Spurs, let's get a goal now. I think this is the perfect time to score.
Next goal's crucial.
Yeah, next goal's crucial, yeah. We deserve to win. Romero's there with a header. Davies. Neves slides out wide. Tanganga sliding in there, and it's gone out for a throw into Wolves. Wolves tries to take it quickly, and it's another throw in. This time to Spurs for some reason. Tanganga. Refs tell him to walk back 5 paces, and back to Romero.
This is
Romero
penalties
to Galini. Sanchez. Are we going to see a trademark Sanchez ping? No. Back to
a 4-yard ping.
Yeah. Romero, great ball, looking for Ndombele, but cut out, and they got numbers over here.
Thank God they overhit that.
Looking for a ball for Traore, but it's an overweighted pass near the corner flag now. Traore. That was an opportunity missed there for Wolves.
Really was.
Traore scooped forward into Moutinho, I think that is. Moutinho's going to try and get a cross in. It's cut out. And Neves has a shot from distance. It's deflected and hits the top of the bar. Deflection. I think did that clip the top of the bar?
Yeah,
Brian?
it did. That dipped very, very quickly.
Wow, that
literally looked like it was going over.
Because of the deflection, wasn't it?
Yeah, that just literally came down.
So Neves with the shot. Deflection off Ndombele. Dips wildly and hits the top of the crossbar. Oh dear. Oof. Corner to Wolves.
Oh dear.
Oh God. Now I'm panicking with these set pieces.
Don't do this, Spurs. Don't do this.
All 11 men back in the penalty area. It's rolled short. Semedo. Oh, that's a wasted opportunity, and it's gone out for a goal kick to Spurs. Panic over.
Yeah, that shot really did dip quickly.
Someone just said Ndombele for the hat trick. Cynically, there. See, this is the thing. You can see he's tiring because he's not quite getting involved as much as he.
Didn't even realise he's lasted 90 minutes.
He's lasted 90 minutes. Yeah,
but then the thought is you give him a penalty.
I just think you give the penalty to the ones with the best technique. You know.
I don't know if I give one to him.
Oh dear! We've lost the ball there.
And who is that?
Tanganga's given the ball away and cut out by Davies. Did really well there. We're starting to look all lost at sea a little bit here. We've got to get our heads together. Focus, Spurs. Come on. Dear, oh dear.
Let's just see what the fourth official says for the time added. Attendance is 28,798. What is Wolves' attendance?
Our screen's frozen now.
What is Wolves' capacity?
Dear, oh dear. I'm not sure, but it's probably around 30,000, isn't it? We can't see, unfortunately, guys. Our stream has gone down, if I'm allowed to say that.
No, you're not allowed to. Take it back.
So sorry, guys. We can't commentate at the moment.
And
we're back in.
Big up,
Lucky there's no goal. But there's a free kick to Wolves about 30 yards from goal here. Dangerous position.
And you got Neves on the pitch.
Yeah, exactly. So Wolves free kick, 30 yards from goal here. Højbjerg's trying to form the wall. Oh God! Look at this. Why do you see this where the player lies down behind the wall? Eh? Is this like why? You never used to see this. Look at Son's lying down. Like, how often do they go under the wall from 35 yards? It's just not going to happen, is it? It's like it's just a waste of a player. Anyway, is this who's this? Neves?
Yeah, Neves.
Oh no! Free kick deflection over the bar.
Aguilini doesn't
off
chin
the
up
wall.
Off the crossbar.
And ironically, that was off Son's head, wasn't it?
That could have been.
He's the one that was lying down gets the header. The one that was lying down gets the header, was it? No.
It's still like,
yeah, that'd be ironic.
If you had managed that, that'd have been some trick.
And it's for a corner now.
6 minutes
corner
injury
to Wolves. 6 minutes of injury time. It's going to be an in-swinging corner. Here it comes. And it's a header out by Harry Kane. They're asking for a handball here for some reason. And we forced them all the way back, about 50 yards from goal, and they've gone all the way back to Ruddy. Hoover. Davies blocks it. But Wolves are seeming to get loads of space here towards our penalty area, which is a bit worrying. Tanganga holds him up well. He's probably going to give a foul away, and he has. Foul to Wolves about 35 yards from goal.
They really are finishing strong.
Yeah, they're finishing strong here. Yeah. Oh dear. 4.5 minutes till penalties. You can't get your breath at the moment. You can't get your breath because we could talk about who's going to take our penalties, but there's too much action going on at the moment.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's all coming out our end.
Someone says, respect it, Golini doing that pull-up on the goal.
Yeah, do you think it was a great pull-up?
We're absolutely cruising, weren't we, at 2-0, but
somehow
thrown it away, yeah.
And then we would say that Wolves are at 80% for...
yeah, exactly. Anyway, free kick. Whipped in. Coutinho. It's gone all the way through. What is going on? It's gone out for a goal kick, has it?
I think so, yeah.
God, it just went through far too easily there. That was a bit like Son's goal, wasn't it? Where it just went all the way through, you know?
Very much
It evaded everyone, but just happened to go out for a goal kick. I Hate Marmite says, Brian, when are you protesting?
On the 10th and the 17th, we were going to protest on Sunday. Gone, but obviously with Jimmy Greaves' sad passing, there was no way we were going to... Sunday was not about protesting; it was about remembrance and everything, respect.
Yeah.
So So from what I know from the group I'm with, there may be something before the Aston Villa game.
Hill pulls it back out for a.
There may be something before the Villa game, but it will only be small. But the big ones are the 10th and the 17th of October, when the NFL are in town.
All right, sweet. This is a throw into Spurs. Davies to take it. 10 yards from the corner flag. Son is there trying to hold the ball up. He's in a bit of a cul-de-sac here and loses the ball, but only as far as Davies. Davies first time whips it in, but no one's there. And Højbjerg is trying to get on the end of that, and he's won a throw-in.
So I think that's the third cross where Davies has tried that. They've all got to exactly. It's like one up.
We'll talk more about the protesting in the post-match, won't we?
Yeah, we could do that.
Because we've got like 2.5 minutes here before penalties. Come on, one last chance. Come on. Romero now scoops it forward to Davies. Davies to Son. Come on, Son. Drive at the player. That's it. A few step overs. Is he going to get across in? Bit of a deflection and straight through to Ruddy. Missed opportunity there, wasn't it? Could have done something. He's not looking sharp at the moment.
No.
Not just the injuries, but he hasn't looked good for a long time now. Reguilon's coming on now.
He's got to be taking a penalty.
You think?
Well, why bring on a left back with 3 minutes to go?
Yeah, but who's going to take? Who's not a penalty taker?
Hopefully Ben Davies.
Yeah, I guess it's probably for Ben Davies then, isn't it?
Or it'll be Ndombele.
I think Ndombele's probably going to be a good penalty taker.
Yeah, I think he will. But if he's knackered and he's not there, he could be like a lazy run up.
Yeah, but how much effort is it to take a penalty?
We know that.
Yeah. You just can't do that walk to the penalty spot.
That'll be. I've lasted 90 minutes. I can't go anymore.
Yeah. So Wang or Huang.
He
looking
is
for a
size.
foul.
He is a unit.
So
let's see.
Reguilon's coming on now. I guess it's going to have to be for Davies then, isn't it?
I don't.
Not that it matters too much for the minute to go, but you don't want to. You don't want to give something away down that side, though, do you? At the same time,
I'm intrigued to see who's going to come on. But also, this is the thing. I don't like players coming on just to take a penalty. We saw it with Jamie Doe.
Well, we saw it in England. We saw it for England.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Right.
No, I just think I think the players with their adrenaline up actually is important as well, you know?
Exactly, and have been in the game. I don't like it.
Some come on you Spurs you can hear now.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's just... I don't even know if...
so Son over this free kick about 50 yards from goal.
I think Reggie's getting on the pitch.
Nearly everyone's up here apart from Romero. Looking for Kane and headed out easily. And Ndombele's there.
Oh, that was poor.
He's sort of trudging around, his work rate's gone a little bit, and he's given the ball away. Only as far as it's a free kick. So now we have
Reggie
to bring our
the
substitution. So Reguilon's going to come on.
God, who do you think?
Well, it's going to have to be Davies, isn't it?
Have
you ever seen Davies take a penalty?
I think we might.
No, I think you keep Ndombele on for the penalty.
I agree with you, but I think it's.
Well, who would you rather, Ndombele take a penalty or Davies?
Yeah.
There we go. Well, we've got 8 seconds left. He's not going to come on by this rate. Come on, get the ball out of play. Oh, here we go. Oh no, Wolves on the attack, looking for the through ball. Oh my god, a lucky interception by Romero there. Otherwise, Traore was.
Okay, he's making the sub.
Oh no, has he blown up? Or is
he's making the
sub. He's making the sub. So who's this now?
25.
25 and.
That's Sanchez.
Oh, it's Tanganga. Okay, yeah.
So he's come on for literally.
He's come on. Is this like the most last-minute substitution ever?
Well, see, I literally think the ball's going to get kicked, and then it's going to be the referee blows the whistle.
Yeah, that's it. So it's going to be a penalty shootout, everyone. Throw comes in, Davies clears, and it is penalties, everyone. Oh, it's exactly what we said, didn't we?
Yep. Unfortunately, it is
what we said. I went 1 all penalties, but it's 2 all penalties, and you went penalties, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
And now what I said about breaking the jinx is now...
Oh, no, I know. Do you know what? Historically, we've always been dreadful at penalty shootouts.
Yep.
We are the Tim Henman of penalty shootouts, aren't we?
So
come on.
So you got to think. Let's think. Who would take Wolves?
In the comment section, please let me know who you want your penalty takers to be.
And if there's any Wolves fans in here, who would yours be?
There are some Wolves fans in here. Yeah. Yeah, you could also say the Wolves fans as well. So a bit of drama here, guys.
Right, whilst we're doing that, let's have a quick look at the
scores on the doors.
The scores on the door.
Georgie Dawes scores on the doors.
Let's have a look. So, we have... Oh, wait, some of these are only like 69 minutes old. So, Swansea are still beating Brighton. West Ham are still beating Man U at Old Trafford 1-0. I know these are done. So, Manchester United are out of the Carabao Cup. Chelsea, Aston Villa is in penalties.
Yeah.
Arsenal, the filth won 3-0. Leicester beat Millwall 2-0. So, us and Wolves...
Yeah.
And Chelsea and Villa are in penalties, but Manchester United out
Wowzers.
Of the Carabao Cup.
That might be a blessing in disguise for them, though. Okay, so here come I'm going to read some of these out now. So Colin's gone for, this is the order, Kane, Son, Ndombele, Højbjerg, and someone else. Buster's gone for Kane, Son, Ndombele, Reguilon, and Lo Celso.
I think Reguilon's definitely taking one because he's got to be one of the 5.
For Wolves... They've got Neves, Huang, Cody, Dendoncker, Moutinho.
And I have to say, now you mentioned the name Cody, obviously, I don't know. So there's a bet going on right now, and it's gone into penalties. So with Cody Mack and Will Stewart, and let me get the exact people, what is happening here. So if Tottenham win against Wolves today, Will Stewart will be shaving off his beard. But if Wolves beat Tottenham...
We'll have to see that. Can we watch that live? Should we actually ask them to do it live?
We could try to.
All right, guys, if you want to do that little forfeit, you can do that on the post-match fan show. That'll be interesting for us. Mando Gabby's gone Kane, Son, Højbjerg, Ndombele and Reguilon. Obviously, Reguilon must be taking one because he's just come on. So obviously he's in the plans. For me, I think Kane will be first. Yeah. I think it will be Kane, Son, Dele Alli, Ndombele and Reguilon in that order.
I would. If I was to change anyone there, I think you might have. Did you say Pierre?
No.
I think
actually Pierre can take a free kick, can't he? Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I think Pierre penalty. You mean? He can take a free kick, but a penalty.
What did I say?
He said he can take a free kick.
No, he can't take a free kick. Sorry, I meant penalty.
Although you look at it, he took the penalty in the Euros.
He could have a go at a free kick, but we need a free kick taker.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. I think Højbjerg over Reguilon. I think you've got a good shout there.
No,
yeah.
I think Reguilon's taking. I think Højbjerg over Dembele, and Dembele might take one further down the list if it gets there.
I think that you're right actually. So what have we got? We got Kane first up, yeah.
Yep.
Son or Dele second.
Son
Which
or
one?
Dele, either one.
One of those, yeah.
One of those two.
So let's say Son next.
Yep.
Dele Alli.
Pierre. Sergio,
and then probably Ndombele.
Yeah. There we go. Let's see if we get.
There we go.
Let's
see if we get those right. Yeah. What does everyone else think?
But you know what? One thing I'm happy is that Harry Kane will go first.
Dele's off. Is he off?
I think he might be.
He's well done.
So let's say
Dele's off.
So that's Reguilon.
Regular.
So that's Kane.
That's not going to happen.
That's Kane. Son. Højbjerg.
Bring it back.
Dembele,
yeah.
Gio.
Yes. Say it again. Kane, Son.
Gio. Oh,
No,
Pierre.
Yeah, Pierre.
Gio. Taggy.
Yeah. Why are you doing first names? You sound like Ty. You sound like Ty from AFTV.
Don't ever say that. Let me just get on my Tottenham headphones.
Reggie taking one as a mistake. Yeah, it could be.
Do you know what?
I don't like players coming on taking a penalty.
That's what I was about to say.
Because you haven't touched the ball yet.
That's the thing I've got against it. You don't know if Reggie can take penalties. We're going to fight, but I don't agree with taking a penalty without having a single touch of the ball.
Yeah. So it's all going to be decided in this third round
Wolves to shoot first
of the Carabao Cup. Wolves to take the first penalty.
And the good thing I know is Harry Kane.
Gio off, someone said. He's only just come on, for goodness sake.
No, Gio played the full 90 minutes.
Yeah. Gio. Oh no, sorry, but sorry. Yeah, we're talking about Reguilon. Gio was off. Why are they saying Gio? Did we say Gio?
Right, here we go.
Did you say Gio instead of Sergio?
I might have done. That might be my error.
Yeah, that's why it was.
That
anyway,
might have been my error.
Here we go. Come on, Galini. Come on. Get there. Let's see what Galini's made of.
Come on.
Steps up. And it's... Oh! He gets a hand to it. Gets a hand to it. It went bottom left. Galini got his hand to it, but it went all the way through.
So close.
Quang with the conversion there.
So close.
Oh, damn it. I hate that. I hate to see a goalie go the right way and not get... Oh, he should have saved that, you know. He should have saved that. Should have done better there.
So
damn
this
it.
should be
those
Harry,
little moments where you need a bit of luck. It's Harry Kane. Bottom left, guaranteed.
Have you noticed recently they only paint a round circle now, not the big... It's just like the outline of the penalty spot now. They don't fill it in.
He's going to go bottom left, guaranteed.
He's going...
He always goes bottom left.
Keeper's left or our left?
When he's confident, when he's not playing against a big team, he always goes bottom left. You watch.
What, our left?
Our left as we look. Come on. Bottom left.
There you go.
Bottom left. That's something I've noticed about. I don't want to give it away on air, but I know his patterns, you know.
But you know the one thing I will say of Harry Kane? The one thing I do say about Harry Kane is I've never known a striker to be able to hit the side of the net.
Yeah, as like many times as him.
And you know, if you go for the side of the net, you're not saving it.
But what I would say is in the bigger games, he tends to go down the middle a lot.
That's actually
not that often, but he mixes it up against like in the massive games. I've noticed.
Here comes Moutinho.
Moutinho now, so it's 1-1.
Galini says before, though Moutinho is a very good penalty taker.
Moutinho, and he's gone into the sends Galini. He did send Galini the wrong way there because a little stuttered run up. 2-1 Wolves. Oh,
and here we go.
Come on, guys, let's get the.
Let's have a look. That's a great.
Let's have it, guys. Come on.
So we're guessing Son next, aren't we? In our order.
Yeah, this was we predicted Son. And it's Davies. No, it's not. It's Reguilon. It's Reguilon. Oh my goodness me. Oh, I'm not sure about this, guys. I'm not sure about this.
We knew he was coming on.
Where do you think he's going to go? I think he's going to go to his right.
I think he's going the same as Kane.
I think he's going to go to his right. Oh, it's frozen. No, it's frozen on our screen. He's going to go to his right. He does. Oh, it's a great penalty. He went top corner.
Oh, top
beautiful.
Bids.
Yeah.
Reguilon for penalties.
Reguilon.
What a penalty!
That was a great penalty. He's also very caressed. It wasn't. He didn't.
Oh, mate!
there was great techers on that one by Regulon. I think we've
And
unearthed
we've unearthed
the star here. Yeah, we take it back. That was a fantastic penalty by Regulon. So it's 2-2 now.
And Ruben Neves.
Neves is going to step up now.
Joe, I've got a funny feeling. I've got a feeling we're going to get this. Galini's going to save it.
I think this is going to go to Galini's left, so right as we look. It has, and it's gone over the bar! Over the bar by Neves.
I said I had a feeling, but...
I guessed the right side.
Yeah, you guessed the right side. I said I've got a feeling he's going to save it, but he absolutely skied it.
It did go to... That was a shocking penalty.
He gave
he gave the eyes to the left as well, and he went to the right. So a chance now. We need to convert this now. Oh, and it's Hill. Is that Hill?
Yeah, it is.
It's Hill stepping up.
We didn't even put him in the...
We didn't even feature him. So Hill. Oh, this is. Oh.
Well, let's hope with Regulon.
Come on, Hill. The Spaniard is stepping up. Takes it. Oh, it's a superb penalty. Absolutely superb.
You see the little hop, skip, jump.
Oh, the techers on that by Hill. The penalty for such a young lad.
Look, hop, skip,
Look at this. Wonderful, wonderful penalty.
Mate, him
and
and
a little fist pump there as well, just to finish it off.
Hill's had a great game, it must be said.
Yeah, it was the same as Regulon's, wasn't it? Same place in the net.
It's a completely different technique, though.
For me, it's only, a penalty save's great, but it only means anything if you score the next goal, and we did.
True.
So we've got the advantage now. Dendoncker with the great name, stepping up. Come on, Galini, finish this off. And saved by Galini.
One more and we're through.
Saved by Galini. A scuffed sort of penalty went to his left there, and an easy save there really for Galini. Galini guesses right and claims well. Oh, I'm not used to watching Spurs win a penalty shootout. Højbjerg now.
Pierre to win it.
Le General.
Pierre.
Le General's going to take this to put us through to the next round. The Viking comes forward and it's saved. It's saved. It's saved. Oh my goodness me.
Of all people. And you just said I've never seen Spurs win a penalty shootout.
Oh, no.
Because we've got to stop this. That was a poor penalty.
He went bottom left, and it was a poorly executed penalty. We probably are going to see Ndombele, aren't we, at some point?
Yep.
Cody now is going to take this penalty.
Come on, Galini.
The drama.
Make
here.
yourself the hero.
Oh.
Nuno comes back twice.
Cody has to score though, doesn't he?
Yep.
Cody coming forward here. Here he comes, and it's on the bar! And that's it! Is it? That's it! We won the penalty shootout.
Look at the
a muted celebration from the Spurs side, apart from Regulon, who's absolutely... And Hill, who absolutely...
Well, Regulon's got so much energy,
yeah, I know, yeah.
Oh, well, we have played...
We've done it. We've done it. Well done. Come on, you Spurs, we did it.
Nuno's got back to Spurs.
Dramatic game.
Bad penalties from
bad penalties, yeah.
But two great from Sergio and from Brian.
Beautiful.
Jesus.
I love the way that Hill ran up to that little stutter.
Little hop, skip, jump.
Yeah, little hop, skip and a jump by Hill there. So
that was phenomenal.
We win that penalty shootout 3-2, was it?
Yeah.
So that hit the bar. Bit fortunate there, but we'll take that.
Central.
And they're showing now the people. Let's see if we can find Ben and Sim in the crowd here. Nuno's actually going and hugging all his old players, commiserating all his former players here. Oh, good game to come in, Brian. I've broken my duck. You know,
I'm happy to say.
Yeah,
I was there. I need to get one of the "I was there" t-shirts.
Yeah. Do you remember where you were? So everyone, how are we feeling in the comments section? We've won a penalty shootout.
Yeah, come on. We've won a penalty shootout, and let's be honest, we were a lot more creative. All right, the second half was
a bit dodgy.
It seems to me with the first half we played well. The
first half look was excellent, I have to say. Second half looked a bit ropey. Romero, I mean, actually, do you know what? Should we hold fire on that?
Yeah.
And I think we're going to go straight in to do our post-match analysis
for
about 5-10 minutes. Is that right, Vinny?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's change back to the
quickly get this all nicely set up for everyone. We're going to give our post-match analysis on that, and then we're going to be going through to the fan show. So please stick around, guys. Well, we've got 3,000 people watching. This is fantastic. 989 people liking the stream.
Let's get to 1,000.
This is absolutely spectacular, guys. Please get those numbers up. Please like the channel. Come on, this is spectacular today. Brilliant. All right, let's go into the intro. Okay, Brian, we've just won a penalty shootout. This is like uncharted territory as a Spurs fan, isn't it?
It really, really is. It really is. But you know what? Great penalties we took.
Yeah.
Some bad ones from Wolves. Bad ones. But let's face it, we're in the second round, or whatever round it is.
Yeah.
It's a win before the North London derby and a good performance.
Yeah, it was a good performance. Well, should we talk about the first half? Because I thought the first half was excellent, wasn't it? You were waxing lyrical about it.
I was. I mean, it looked like Tanguy had been given that free roll we were talking about earlier, and he was running the show. Once again, he was running the show. I know we saw in the comments with the goal we conceded, but he was superb. And Brian Hill, the movement between them two was fantastic. And I think overall, the first half, I don't think there was a bad player on the pitch.
No, I don't think there was. No. I'm trying to think if there's any mistakes. I can't think of many. No. I think... Tanganga, some of the things he did on the ball, I hadn't even seen before from any footballer. As I mentioned, sorry, Tanguy, not Tanganga. Tanganga's a bit ropey actually, not Tanguy. So Tanguy did a couple of things. He did one thing where he trapped the ball underneath his studs whilst he was sprinting, and it just stayed under his studs. It was absolutely spectacular.
He looks like one of those things. You know, you had the flick books when you just go through the pages. It was, he was absolutely superb.
Yeah, he was superb. Hill was obviously getting in between the lines quite a lot. He's the busybody in between the lines. We looked very composed. We actually had Wolves pinned back in their own half for the majority of that. They had little spells, didn't they, where they started to get on the ball a little bit towards the end of the half, I think it was.
Yeah, I mean, they got their first goal, and then after that, they literally, it was a role reversal from when we started.
Then when it flipped, they obviously got the sucker punch goal, didn't they? And it really felt against the run of play. It really was a sucker punch goal, wasn't it?
It was completely against run of play. Like we were saying before, I don't know why Tanguy was even defending there.
Yeah.
I don't see why you didn't have a Dele or someone who's got a bit of height.
He didn't do it against Chelsea, did he?
But would you, if I gave you the choice to mark someone who's great at heading, would you put a 6 foot Dele on them?
Yeah.
Or a 5 foot something under Dembele?
Yeah.
Who, let's face it, especially seeing that Dele has been working on his fitness, he'd be able to outpower some people. Okay, I just don't think it's right having Dembele there.
Yeah, and it was a carbon copy of Thiago Silva's goal, wasn't it? Exactly carbon copy of their goal. It was even an out-swinging corner, and it was like a free header from exactly the same range, and it went exactly the same part of the goal almost, wasn't it? Although a little bit higher, maybe.
Well, it seems to be a thing that we're suffering from is how to do with out-swinging corners.
Yeah.
See, everything else except piece-wise, we seem to be okay
Which is actually interesting because normally, like I'd say, the danger is the in-swinging corners generally, because you can get a little flick and it can find its way in somehow. But an out-swinging corner, especially if it's a little bit slow, it should be easy to deal with. I would have thought, but you got
to say the Wolves player got a lot of power on that header.
Yeah, he did.
And he got a big jump. I mean, Tanguy only tried to do a little flick, didn't even try and use his header. But that was it. And then after that, they picked us back a bit. And then the second half, obviously, they brought on baby oil.
Baby oil, yeah. He had all his limbs like oiled up. Traore.
Honestly, he could have solar powering off the lights. It was.
Now I know you don't think he'd be good for Spurs, but you could see he was causing trouble, couldn't you? He does cause trouble. Let's face it, he causes trouble wherever he goes. He always will. He's a freight train, isn't he?
Yeah, and he had that one cross that thank God no one was out.
Right at the end. I think Romero just got a last minute. Is that the one you mean?
Yeah.
Last minute block on it, interception on it.
You know when they did the second? Yeah, when it
that was before as well. There's another chance.
When he just rolled Davinson Sanchez like.
That's right. Yeah.
And it got to the point I think the Wolves players also. You don't know if it's going to be a great cross with him because his end product.
Yeah.
Everything up to his end product.
Yeah.
Is sensational, and I think the Wolves players don't know whether to think, okay, it's Traore, am I going to run onto that? And is he going to get it in there?
Yeah.
So I think if he can work on his final, which has always been his
his technique's not great, is he?
Yeah.
But he's a nuisance.
He's
a real nuisance. You could see we're almost doubling up on him a little bit.
And it was Brian Hill that was.
And Hill, surprisingly. Hill was the one that was actually knocking him off the ball almost and getting the ball out of play.
2 or 3 tackles.
You couldn't have more of a mismatch there, but actually he was doing it, and then Skip was flying in with a few tackles as well.
Exactly.
Okay, thanks. We've got some super chats coming in. Please keep those coming in. I'll read that out in just 1 second. Overall, that second half, though, it did feel as though Wolves were they had their tails up for a lot of that
Yep.
second half. We were trying to, this is my favourite expression, weather a few storms.
Yep.
But I still fancied us in that second half. And I still fancied we could create something. Ndombele obviously slowed up a little bit as he does,
Yep,
past
which,
50th, 60th minute. So we weren't seeing as much of him on the ball as we were first half. So there wasn't that sort of that magic in the middle
Yep.
there to make something happen. So we did feel it did go a little bit static, didn't it?
It did, but you know one thing I did realise, I'll pick that in a second, is where we lost Dembele's magic, I think you saw Ollie Skip come more into the game.
Yeah.
And all right, there were some tricky moments of weathering the storm, as you said, but he was mopping everything up.
And he was driving forward with the ball as well, Skip.
So I think what we saw lacking in Tanguy in the second half, we saw the rise of Skip.
Yeah.
So that complemented each other well. So you look at it, and I think overall, and you've got to remember, Wolves were at 80%.
Yeah.
What was it? One of the guys said in the comments, 9 changes. Whereas we had pretty strong.
We had a strong team out today as well. We did have a strong team out, and I would have to say their second goal, the second goal. It was a little bit calamitous, I have to say, because everyone's going to blame Ndombele for that. He slipped over in a bit of a dangerous area, but still, it was 2-on-2. You could see Sanchez saying, "I've got my man," and he put his hand up to say, "You just make sure you've got your man. If you've done that, it's 2-2. You've cancelled it out." And Romero's still there trying to straddle lanes a little bit.
Yeah, Romero was at fault. I mean,
Romero's at fault for me on that goal.
Exactly. I mean, you got to remember as well, after Ndombele lost it, there was a couple of deflections that went on as well. So it wasn't just Ndombele's loss of the ball. There was a couple of deflections, and then it just rolled past Romero. I think he went to get it, but he mistimed it, and then the guys won on.
There was a couple of times in that second half today where Romero looked a little bit ropey to me, which is a shame, because I was really hoping that we would see this really composed, mercurial defender coming in replacement of Toby, didn't we? Yeah. And we saw it a lot against Chelsea. I thought it was excellent against Chelsea, despite the scoreline, especially first half. But there was just a little question mark there over Romero's performance today, second half. Who else stood out today? Who else do you think had a shock or a stinker? What else?
So the one thing I also just want to add on Romero is also, you've got to remember, he's come from the Italian league. He's don't get me wrong, he's going to be a great defender. Yeah. He's an Argentine international. But coming to the Premier League or even for the Carabao Cup, and you see someone like Traore or whatever, the pace of it is so different. He's, I'm sure he'll come good. But Brian Hill, Ollie Skip, Davinson Sanchez, I think still played a good game, and it weren't his best.
He got turned a couple times, didn't he?
But that's it. You can't expect it. Not every defender's going to get everything. But very, very impressed with Brian Hill. Very impressed with Hill. I must admit, and I just love that he hugs the touchline. And at other times he'll come in, but when he wants to get wide, he really does. Like Chris Waddle, who used to hug that touchline. Yeah.
Do you know what? On the whole stretch of the 90 minutes, you could almost give it to Hill, actually, performance-wise, because I had to give it to Ndombele, I would say, if it was just the first half, I'd say Ndombele. If we're just going over the whole longevity of the 90 minutes, maybe even Hill, just because he kept that same work rate going the whole 90 minutes, didn't he?
He did, and then it was his defensive as well, like we said, the second half with Traore. And then for that penalty alone... The hop, skip and a jump in the top right corner. Yeah. That was
for such a young kid as well, to have that much pressure on him. In the business end of the penalty shootouts as well. Yeah. For him to step up, and it was almost just like, no big deal, no problem. I just thought that was brilliant to see.
Well, you know what would have been interesting to see is if he had taken it after Højbjerg, would he have had that confidence to go up and do it? That's where you'd really see it. But after seeing Reguilon with another, I mean, that blew us out the water.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that from Reguilon. I was actually a bit nervous about Reguilon taking that.
Yeah, not even just because it's Reggie, but like we said, a player coming on his first touch to take a penalty. Yeah, which we saw with England.
He proved us wrong. Yeah, he proved us wrong.
100%. Yeah, and then Brian Hill. That's great. It really was.
It's a nice way to finish because I mean, if you watch Spurs over the years, over the decades, we are not lucky in penalty shootouts. Nope. I think if we are lucky in penalty shootouts, they're in very early rounds of like Carabao Cups. But when it comes to like quarterfinals, semi-finals, I don't think I remember us winning one in an important penalty shootout. Maybe the last one is '84, Anderlecht.
Tony Parks.
So it's nice to see us win a penalty shootout. But overall, it's an exciting game, wasn't it? It's an exciting game to watch.
I think the draw's being done soon as well.
It's almost played like a cup game.
Do you know what? If only this cup tournament was like called the Carabao Cup or something like that.
But that was great fun. It was great doing it with Brian here. We are going to move into the super chat first. Let's do that quickly, if I can find it. And it's this. No, it hasn't disappeared. Here I am. Brian Chernit, Ndombele man of the match. Then Tanganga. Then Brian. GPA Brian. What does that mean, GPA?
Grandpa, I would imagine, but that's not me. I'm hoping GPA would be grandpa, I would imagine.
Grandpa. Well, the people's grandpa.
The people's
hi, people's grandpa. How are you doing? He's gone for Ndombele man of the match. I mean, yeah, he had a great first half, but he did. I don't know. He kind of
first half again, like we were saying, we've got to find a role for him to conserve his energy.
Yeah.
So he is there full time because we keep asking. You saw in the first half, he was coming back and trying to defend a lot. If we just said, right, Skippy and Højbjerg there, you're going to be the guy, but listen, Skippy and Højbjerg do this. Just come back and get your shape.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we get the ball, go live. I think we'll get a lot more out. He'll conserve his energy a lot more.
Yeah.
And we'll get a lot more. And there's no doubt the 3 games. You got to remember, he's played 3 games in a week after not playing since. I think he was dropped pretty much as Mason came in, wasn't he? I don't think he really had any minutes.
Well, he was dropped for the final, wasn't he?
Yeah,
which was like, come on, how much of a stupid mistake was that? Well, you got the most press-resistant player in the league, and then you're putting Winks in.
Exactly. So
but anyway,
I don't think he's placed his bit since Jose.
Yeah, so he's coming back in. He's played 3 games in a week,
and he's
he did 90 minutes today.
Yep.
So this is really good to see from Ndombele. A lot of people were saying he was at fault for, 2 of the goals. So I mean, you could say he could have jumped for that ball, but you could also say he didn't even have to be in the box as well.
Exactly.
Second one, he slips over, but then if Romero doesn't make that mistake, no one would even remember that moment. That's the thing. It's like sliding doors. You probably remember that. That happens, right? But overall, I thought Ndombele was good. I think very good. But I just think for pure consistency, for me, I'm going to give it to Hill.
I'm going to stick with you, my brother, because I think he was superb.
All right. So I want to know your opinion, guys. Who was man of the match? I want to know, who do you think, if there are any poor performances, let me know. I actually thought Kane played well today. I do. I actually think Kane I'm going to give some props to Kane today. I think, you said he has to really put in a performance today.
He did.
What do you think?
I think, well, put it this way, he just had to turn up today and he would have done better. Like, literally just turn up on the pitch and just kick one ball. You've done more than you did against Chelsea. Yeah. But again, I will always criticise, but when I feel that they deserve it, but I'll also give praise.
You call it as you see it, don't you?
Yeah, and he just his body language as well. Forget the goal he scored, which was a great ball from Dele, and a great finish by him. But his body language just looked the same. Yeah. Just looked better. Sorry,
better, not the same. Yeah,
it looked better. And I believe David Harris's theory is right. If Kane has a haircut, he's going to have a good game. So,
is that what he says?
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah,
the Godfather has called it.
Yeah, so apparently we need to get him in the hairdresser on Saturday again.
Again. I would say he did a bit of a heavy touch in the penalty area a couple of times.
Yep.
And he did that against Chelsea, where you expect him to have a real,
Yeah, but at least he got himself involved.
He got himself involved.
On Sunday, he was running away from shit, and he just didn't want to get involved.
He was quite instrumental today in that kind of almost in the pocket, in the kind of the number 10 role. So that was excellent. That was really good to see. A bit of a change of performance from Harry Kane today. So please let me know your thoughts and comments. Keep those coming in. I'm obviously going to go through the super chats. I'm going to go through all of that as well. And if you want to come on and have your say, we're going to be here. Brian's going to stick around, are you?
I mean, of course.
Of course. So we're really looking forward to that. So we will see you in the post-match fan show. See you there, guys.